Hello and welcome
Hello.
to our fourth
show, Mike.
Yeah, so it's show number 4 of Madtalk with Mike and Dee.
Yep.
It's a radio show stroke podcast.
Musing discussion platform that we invite you to get involved in.
Yep, and for those of you who are tuning in for the first time, I guess, yes, it's an interactive radio show.
Yeah.
All right.
So we'll come up with topics, and if you feel you have something that you want to raise, a point you want to raise, or even a question you want to ask, just, you can get in touch with us. You can message us on through our Facebook page if you want. If you just search for Madtalking at Madtalking on Facebook, and you should find our page. Or alternatively, you can get in touch with us on WhatsApp, and our WhatsApp number is 07983 833 661. That's 07983 833 661. Or you can email us if you want to. That's long, but that's m.a.d.talks21@gmail. Yes, we know it's long, so I'll give it to you again. It's m.a.d.talks21@gmail.com.
You missed out the app.
Oh, sorry.
You've messed it up.
talks21@gmail.com.
See, they've switched off already.
They come here to search up.
What dot? Not interested.
Yeah, but
we can't even get an email together. What's wrong with these guys?
Who emails nowadays anyway, Mike? We're living in the future. That's like, banging sticks together to get someone's attention. No one does that anymore. It's all about your Instagram and your Facebooks and your Twitterings and all of that.
And talking of Facebook, we have a Facebook page.
Yes, we did. I mentioned that earlier. It's at Madtalking.
Did you mention it earlier?
Yes.
I really wasn't listening. I know
This
that's
is
not
becoming
good.
the trend with you now. I'm starting to get a little worried. We're
I was
doing a radio
distracted.
show, and it's like when you're talking, and then as soon as I talk, you're staring at the light bulb.
I'm
It's like,
easily distracted.
it's like, is that a spider's web? It's just like, Sam, what do you think, Mike? It's like, huh? Yeah, well, whatever it is whatever it is.
And it's
Isn't
been working for at least 3 weeks so far.
Just been a big charlatan. Is that what it is? Just been a big farce this whole time.
charlatan.
A charlatan. That's
Wow.
right.
Okay.
That's
Yes.
the badge.
I've never been called a charlatan before, but I'll take it.
I find that surprising somehow.
Really?
Yes.
Maybe we move in different circles. I don't move with people like go around calling people charlatans.
Well, they usually don't have to unless they meet one like you. So
Yeah, well, clearly it hasn't happened often.
what? That they haven't met charlatans?
No, they haven't met me before. And not
Well,
many
that's
of
the
them
same
have called
thing,
me a
really, isn't
charlatan.
it? As far as I'm
You're the
concerned.
first person.
Terrible.
Charlatan.
Anyway,
I
before
thought that
we
you should be
digress,
wearing frills or something to have a shot. To be
a charlatan. No, that's like you're talking about like Blackadder stuff. Man.
Yes, that's.
It's not a Victorian term, I don't think. You know what I mean? It's not like bounder or cad or,
Yeah, I think that was more of a Tudor term. But anyway, we digress. Sorry.
Okay.
Carry on.
So, what are the topics of discussion, Mike? What are we going to be
Topics
talking about
of
tonight?
discussion today. Well, a lot has changed since last week.
Yes.
I don't even remember what happened last week, but such is the news cycle. That's how they get in your mind, Dee.
I see.
That's how they do it.
Or is it just
keep you
you-
distracted?
Is it really?
it-
It's just not you paying attention again, is that what it is? Or not paying attention again.
There is a small chance that could be a factor. However, I would like to stick with my theory.
That it's everyone else's fault.
It's them.
Okay, that works.
It's the people at the top.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, but there's been a few changes. So obviously we're still living through COVID.
Yeah.
Living with, surviving, however we want to phrase it.
Yeah.
And the government, right? I guess I need to narrow down the UK government because this is an international show. Those of you who are listening from abroad, let us know about how your country's dealing with it.
Yeah.
How they're managing or not. But
not if it's going to get you like in trouble with some secret organisation. You know what I mean?
yeah.
People
If
kicking
you're
off
from
your
one of them
door.
countries where you're not allowed to have a view, you probably really shouldn't be listening to this then,
That's
should
it.
you?
Yeah.
They're probably waiting at your door to kick it in now, if that's the case.
Yeah, but hopefully you don't live in one of those places. So yeah.
Okay, but I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry.
No, it was just saying, to get people to join in, you can
Yes. Yeah, just
get in touch.
get in contact on the number that Dee gave earlier. And
Okay.
Go on. Do you
The
remember
same
it?
number again?
Yeah,
okay.
just in case.
I think they've got enough of that, but fine. I'm not going to do the M dot thing again. I think that's
Don't do
just
it.
taking a mic. All right. So the number is 07983 833 661. 07983 833 661.
You do it much better than I do.
I do.
All right.
I've got practice, you know.
Clearly.
I like to do that, mess with people, like, you know, you get like those people phone you up and try to talk to you about your Sky broadband, and then I'll be like, hello, the person you're trying to reach is unavailable because of fire. And they just leave it.
Oh, they leave it.
Yeah.
There's a fire when you're under that phone. Better hang up.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you can mess with people, so it's good.
This is what you do with your spare time.
All the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You're not actually bringing people up and doing it yourself. Okay. On your own time and money.
I find it immensely entertaining. You know.
Okay. Fair enough.
People.
All right. But yeah, we have gone slightly off track again. Okay. Only 10 minutes in. Not even that. 6 minutes in.
We've got a lot to talk about. A lot to catch up on.
And yeah, but what I want to talk about is the current state of affairs. The country has now been brought into Plan B, as it's been called. I know that makes you feel like there was a plan.
There was.
Initially.
Where was Plan A? When did we abandon?
We were living it.
We were.
We were in the UK. Boris Johnson and his government had us under Plan A, which, from what I can tell, was live as normal, but
wear a mask.
Wear a mask. Don't wear a mask. Doesn't matter. You should, but you don't have to. Or wear a mask when you're in a shop, but not at the pub.
Yes.
Something like that.
Yeah, because I mean, you got to drink, can you? You got to drink through a mask.
Yeah, it's freedom. Freedom.
That's it. I should be able
your
to
right
drink
to have
without
a pint.
having to take a mask off first. My God,
Yeah.
that's just disgraceful.
You know what? I'm surprised someone hasn't just. I've just created a new invention. You know.
What's that?
Just have a mask, right? And you just have a straw, right? They just have that. Job done.
You know what? I bet that's going to be on eBay in less than a week.
There
now.
you go.
So
Well, not them rubbish eBay ones, you know, like where it's literally someone's just not even cut a hole through, just tried to push a straw through the stitching.
What? There's masking tape involved
in a disposable mask as well.
Oh, how long is that going to last for? You know what I mean?
It's not, is it? That's
It's
how
weird.
they get you. You have to keep on buying them.
Yeah, I just feel like if it was to be like a high quality item, you'd have to have some form of like leather stitching. It'd look like one of those plague doctor masks, and you have like a hose sticking out of it. You'd look horrific. You'd look like some kind
that's true. I mean,
cross between a butterfly and an S&M party or something like that.
A butterfly at an S&M party.
Yeah, exactly.
Is
All
this
the
like a
leather
human
studs.
sized butterfly?
I guess you'd have to be to fit into the.
I was gonna say,
all the
because no
leather.
one would notice. Because
I'm living the dream. Who said that? I don't know.
no, just kill that insect.
That's
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
yeah.
All right.
But I just feel, I think, a mask with a straw in it. Yeah, but then where do you stop? Because I mean, like, you could start with like, all right, we've got the straw, but then what if I want to eat a sandwich? Now do I put a zip in there now, or a Velcro flap, or
some sort of drawer system.
a drawer system?
Yeah, and maybe you could have some sort of turning handle thing that you could pull up and just raise sandwiches into your mouth. I don't know. I'm
This
just
sounds
thinking
like
on the fly here.
One of these
no
weird
idea.
inventions from the Victorian age.
It's not a mask anymore.
It's
I mean,
not.
this is a big contraption.
It's furniture by the sounds of things.
Yeah, this has got to require its own wheels.
This is it.
of
I feel
some
like
sort.
you have to have some sort of spine brace in order to use this. You can't just have this strapped to one part of your body.
Yeah.
It needs to be anchored to something
You
else.
may need several people with pulleys for this thing to operate.
I can just imagine it. You know, like in them old timey newspapers, and like they were showing you like the latest invention, snake oil. Oh, look at this aspirin in a tin, and then it'll be like the latest invention in masks by Dr. Frederick Rogerson, and it'll be like this man trying to look all nonchalant, standing there pointing to like a bottle of beer, but he's got like a ton of furniture strapped to his face. He's got like a chest of drawers on his chest. He's got like a pulley system attached
And
to
he can drink beer.
And he can, right? He's living the dream. You know, all these other people eating with their hands. He's got pulleys and levers, and he's the talk of the town. You know,
Of course, and that's
Be the
what you
most
want.
fashionable man at the latest dinner parties with
Well,
this.
This is the thing. I'm
The
surprised.
contraptionation.
I'm surprised that people are not being more entrepreneurial, if that is a word. All right.
why not? Let's make it one.
Okay, it's a word now. There you go. I have a feeling I didn't invent that. All right, but
Just act like you did. I mean, who knows who invented that word? If you said you did, they'd be like, I mean, I haven't heard it that much, but I'm sure I've heard it before. So it
Yeah,
makes
from me.
There you go.
See?
So it makes it plausible.
True.
Get away with
it's
it.
It's a small victory.
Yeah, don't have it like put on your epitaph or something like, he invented the word, and then it's like they find out later that it wasn't you. And then they desecrate your grave. And
Yeah, and you wasn't an entrepreneur either.
Yeah, you'll be
So
remembered
there's that.
forever as a liar. Right, so I was saying about this Plan B thing now. So they're saying that people have to, well, not have to, but you have to be wearing masks, especially on London transport, or they're going to fine you something like, was it £200 or some ridiculous amount? And I know that obviously Christmas is coming up, and they want to make sure that they get that money, because you notice they're not locking nobody down. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, this new
£200.
Well, I'm sure it's something like that. So like if you get on the bus and they're like, why ain't you got your mask on? And say, don't wanna. It's like, right, 200 quid. It's like, what? And then they'll write your
how many people is that happening to? Because I get on buses, not all the time, but when I have had to travel on London transport, which is always a pleasure. All right. A lot of people are not wearing masks, and the bus driver he can't be arsed anymore.
No, he's driving the bus.
Yes,
or she.
I'm just saying, they can drive now, you know.
No one was doubting that, Mike. I don't know why you needed to point that out. Women driving a bus. What's next? Children in the sunlight.
Women pilots.
No, it's perfectly okay for them to do all those things.
Yeah.
But yes.
Although on all the times I've flown a plane, I'm trying to think how many times.
All the times you've flown a plane?
Been on a plane.
Oh, I see.
Flown in a plane.
It was a bit ostentatious there, right?
Yeah,
All the times I've flown a plane.
I flew across India
One
once.
time, Serengeti. It was amazing.
That was not your life. I feel
No. All right, then all the times I have been in a plane,
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I've heard a female pilot make the announcement. You know, when they say, yes,
That's
well,
true.
we have now arrived in blah, 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 blah.
I mean, I don't travel that much, but whenever I have travelled, I'd have noticed it. And even when they depict it on TV, not that that's fact, but you know what I mean? Sometimes they want to do little diversity things like, oh, yeah, that's right. The pilot's a woman. What? You're shocked? Maybe you should be. Wake up, man.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I've been
This
made
is
to
a woke
feel,
plane.
you know what I mean? It's a woke plane. Yeah, and now I'm feeling, judged by an ITV drama or something like
Yeah,
that.
but where do you take it after that? I mean, okay.
What do you mean? What else can women do?
No. They can do everything.
Okay.
They can do everything. But what I'm saying is, with the diversity of pilots,
Yeah.
it's only so far you can really go. I mean, over the Tanai.
Well, what do you mean over the time?
Yeah, the thing, that's definitely a woman. I feel that this is a diverse plane I'm flying on. This is great.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, if that's all you're going by is just, the voice. I mean, what else can you do? It's not like they're going to come out and, show you. You know what I mean? What they're going to say, yes, I'm a woman. Look at it.
Yeah, that's true. And to be honest, I'd be a bit worried. If
You know
I'm
what
on
I
a
mean?
plane, right, and the pilot's just chilling in
He's
the aisle, I'm
doing
like, well, wait a
Walking
minute.
around, strutting her stuff. It's like, hey,
Yeah, so shouldn't you be flying a plane like
you know what I mean? Get back to work, yeah?
Get back in the cockpit where you belong.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
And you'd
harrowing.
be called sexist for some reason, D.
I don't understand. I thought they wanted to fly planes, Mike. Can't win. No.
We digress.
Yes.
We were talking about Plan B. So the government has announced as of yesterday, or was it today? I don't even know what day it was.
It's going to start from Monday, I heard.
Yeah, but I think Boris announced yesterday that the country has now got to go into Plan B, which is definitely wear masks this time.
Yeah.
And
Forgive me.
yeah. Yeah, that's what happened the week before, wasn't it? It was the forgive
that
me.
tragic, attempt at giving a speech. I mean, I don't think anyone was really surprised that this would happen to him. It was just like, you really...
He's
don't
a
help
bungler,
yourself.
isn't he? He's a bungler.
That's exactly the word for it. A bungler.
Boris the bungler.
Yeah.
I'm betting he was called that at school.
Yes. He's a sort of... I can just imagine him as that really awkward teenage boy in their private school. And like, come on then, Johnson, what's the matter with you?
Yeah,
And he's like,
come on, Boris, catch up.
Boris, you bungler. We're going to the tuck shop. Hurry up. And he's there trying to get his shoe. But as he runs to pick it up, he accidentally kicks it as well because he's not very coordinated. And
I
then,
think that's what he was. I think he was the one that they didn't want to pass the ball to in rugby.
yeah.
He had the size, kind of, but he was, a bit heavy set on top, big head. And
Not very well balanced.
yeah.
Yeah, I feel like...
And now he's getting back at everyone in the country by being Prime Minister.
Yeah, I mean, I do feel like he was set up to fail, though. I think it was like just a tragic
I
joke.
don't know, I think he's lasting pretty long, considering this is a guy who was set up to
Yeah,
fail.
but I mean, if you're lasting doing something that is horrendous, you know what I mean? Is it really surviving? It's just like elongating your tragedy.
Does he know it's horrendous, though?
I think he's getting a pretty
I don't
good
think
idea.
I think this is just life for him. He just gets through the situation. It's like,
I feel like he thought, when I'm going to be Prime Minister, it's going to be plain sailing. I'll do it for, a few years, get on the board of directors of some big companies.
yeah,
sorted.
no,
you know
that's
what I
still
mean?
the plan.
Yeah, but
I
he didn't expect all this shit to be jumping off. And
Of
it's
course
like,
he didn't, but he just gets through situations. It's like, oh, Boris, but you did this, and was you at that dinner? Oh, I wasn't there, and I do take responsibility, but she did it. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? But
and
if
that's what he does.
But if that's your level of getting through, is that really getting through? It's like saying, all right, we're going to sneak through
still
this
here.
museum to steal a Fabergé egg, and then we snuck over every exhibit along the way and then get it. And like, well, at least we got through. It's like,
Yeah, that's
look at
him.
The tragic mess you've
but
left behind.
whose mess? Whose mess is it?
Well-
it's not a mess that he has to deal with.
Maybe not, but it is a mess that everybody knows who it belongs to. So it's not like he got away scot-free.
But he just does his thing. It's like, well, next week there'll be another scandal, and everyone will forget about that.
Your scandal. You will
Yeah.
have another scandal. You will always be the one.
Yeah, but
in
we
that.
would have gotten through the last one. Come on, stay with it, man.
Well, because I don't feel like you're getting it. He's not going anywhere. He's just continuously going into more. He's digging up, Mike.
Yeah,
is what it
and
is.
everyone else is getting mashed up in the meantime.
Yes.
But that's what he does.
And then he's just like walking over. Can't be helped. Can't be helped. You know what I mean? While he walks out of a burning orphanage or something. You know what I mean? It's like-
Well, yeah. Well, I'm not saying that's what he's been doing, like, because I'm sure he wouldn't be anywhere near an orphanage. So,
Let alone one that's on fire, Mike. That would be ridiculous.
So there's that. There is
Yeah.
that. No, but so Plan B, we're supposed to be reassured that this is the way the government are going to deal with this. Is it Omicron?
Every time I hear it, I don't think it's the right word. It sounds.
You know what it sounds like? An 80s.
Transformers.
That
Yeah.
or an 80s distributor of action movies.
Yes.
Omicron.
Omnicron. Produced by Omnicron.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in association with. That's what it sounds like.
They have like a really elaborate title card with, what I mean, explosions and lasers and
It'll
stuff
be
like
lasers.
that.
Omicron.
Yeah, and they have like a crudely designed CGI background. Like where it's all just lines, glowing lines.
That's the one I was thinking of.
That's it. Yeah.
Omicron.
And some kind of vague futuristic horizon. You don't know what's behind here, but we do because we're Omnicron. Yeah.
What's funny is if each time someone was diagnosed, that's what they would say. And then the
What
lights
in
would
that
come up.
voice? And then big light show
I'm
would
sorry,
ensue.
sir, you have Omicron.
All the dry ice comes in, lasers. Jean-Michel Jarre's played music and shit. So it's like
You're showing your age there. Jean Michel.
all right, well, Daft Punk then for
Daft
the
Punk.
kids.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
there
they
you go.
get it.
Because that's what the kids are listening to now. Daft Punk.
What? What's wrong with Daft Punk?
Nothing's wrong with Daft Punk for men our age. All right, but
No,
the kids. I don't know. They should refer to 25-year-old adults as kids,
I guess.
which we technically
yeah,
could. Now.
yeah, we could do. I mean, I would never attempt to say what I think young people are listening to now,
Don't.
because it would just end in a bloody massacre. You stupid old man! You don't know anything. I don't. Why do the children sound older than me?
Yeah.
Oh, you man! You got old clothes and
Do you
smell
think
of
you have?
pipes.
Do you think that when people see you on the street, they think, "Yeah, he's an old man. Look how he dresses."
Yeah, I mean, it depends on when you mean by old. I mean, if they think he's a mature gentleman, he's a man about town, then yeah, like that. They'd be like, oh, look at that old man. Oh, no, I don't want them to refer to
No,
me
if
like
they're
that.
saying it like that, that also means you stink as well.
Yes.
Because
And I'm
"Oh,
also
look at that old
wearing
man.
a brown
I bet he
trench coat.
stinks." You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to be that
It's
guy.
that guy. I've got like a carrier bag with some milk in it. You know what I mean? And it's
would
like
you-
room temperature milk as well.
They always seem to only drink milk, innit?
Yeah, and it's got to be room temperature. It's got to have that smell as well.
Yeah,
milky.
A mix between milk, yogurt, and custard, all in one.
There you go.
One receptacle.
Free items for one price. There you go.
Yeah,
But yeah,
So on this whole Plan B thing, there was another scandal for the government. This woman by the name of
Allegra
Stratton.
Allegra Stratton. That
It sounds like
name,
a Dynasty character, innit?
Yeah.
Allegra.
Damn you, Allegra. You can damn me all you want. I still own all of this oil.
All this land belongs to the Strattons.
The Strattons.
Yeah.
Where it belongs.
Yeah. So Allegra Stratton. So she was like a government spokesman for all you people who are not in the know, should I say? Not hip and down with what's going on.
Going on in the Tory party? Yeah. Where have you been?
Yeah.
Watching Top of the Pops. Loser.
More current day reference points, D. Kids are gonna love you.
They get it.
They get it.
I'm just like Pokemon.
Wow. That was actually in the 21st century.
Hey, I keep in touch. I know what the word on the street is. Yeah. Got to get
Which
it
is?
straight.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's slow down there. You're going way too far ahead in the future.
I don't want to blow your mind, Mike.
Yeah.
But have you heard of Tamagotchis?
I have. You know what? You're talking to one guy. That's all I know about Pokemon shit. I still don't know what the damn fascination is. You're playing with shit that you can't even see.
Well, yeah.
Isn't that what it is? Pokemon, where you're chasing something. It's on your screen, but you're pretending it's
that one when you
life.
can chase around. Yeah, I mean, you get a virtual army of monsters, and you can.
But they're not really there.
Well, they're as real as the other monsters that are attacking you. So I guess it's like, it works within the little realm. Obviously, you can't use it to stop a bank robbery or anything like that in the real world, but it is for fun, Mike. A concept that you're probably not familiar with.
Yeah, I'm not.
Fun.
No,
Play.
it just shows how stupid human beings are, doesn't it? But anyway,
Oh my God.
it's true. It's true.
You're
Chasing
just-
after some shit that ain't even real.
I mean, yeah, but then you could probably say the same thing about football fans, couldn't you? You know what I mean?
At least there's actual people playing football.
Yeah, but
that
they're
I'd be
not playing the
interested in
football.
watching.
You're watching the football.
Yeah, I mean, that bit's okay. At least you're watching people who are talented who are actually doing something. You think, okay, yeah, they've got a skill. They're working together as a team. Blah blah blah. We all can have this sort of tribal box ticks that we all support the same cause. I get it.
Okay.
Apart from all the singing and acting like wankers
And the
all right?
massive racism.
Yeah, and that bit, right? Cut all that, then football's alright.
It's brilliant. Otherwise, yeah.
But all the other stuff is no good, man.
I just feel that it's something that everyone can. If it's something that can get people to have fun together, then I mean it can only be a good thing. If it's,
Only?
Well, I mean, why would,
bananas thrown at you?
no, I was talking about Pokemon, but I mean,
Oh right, yeah. That might be happening as well.
I wouldn't. Probably not for the same reasons, though. I would hope
Like
not.
right wing Pokemon.
Yeah. You know what I mean, it's got like a Hitler moustache or something. You know what I mean, that would be controversial.
That would. I want to know how many people would be downloading that.
That's the one. That's the Pokemon I want to get.
Yeah.
Probably a lot of white supremacists.
I would have thought so.
Yeah. So yeah, but yeah. I know. All I'm saying is, I know what young people are into. Like I've got my finger on the pulse. I mean,
Yeah.
nothing much gets by me. That's all I'm saying. So
Okay. We'll revisit that. All right. We'll see how much you've missed.
anyway, so what I wanted to also talk about this Allegra Stratton was now. I mean, I'm hoping most people have already seen the leaked footage of her talking about this party that didn't happen, or not talking about it, whichever way you want to look at it. But what got me is when she had to do the resignation, and she just went,
Oh, the apology.
yeah. Well, were we meant to feel sorry for her, or You know what I mean? It's
Oh,
like,
yeah, she did the tears thing.
she did the full-on white woman, and it was like the blubbing. She deliberately came out with no makeup on. All the hair was all tousled. Like,
Yeah, I
"I've
didn't
been
even
up all
recognise
night."
her.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, she wasn't quite as cocky as
Yeah.
she was in the leaked video.
Because in the leaked video, she was really, full of smug. She had some Nigel Havers type smugness going on. I'm better than all of them.
This is it.
Cheese and wine.
This is the
Yeah.
most whimsical jape of the season, Mike.
Yeah, all that. And then when I saw her outside her house, she's looking like Taggart. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Face all haggard and
There's been a
stuff.
Magda.
Yeah. Yeah, but you're right. She just went into the tears.
Yeah, I mean,
Please stop. I'm going to make a statement.
please. That's the thing. Give me, Joe. Please stop. Please stop. What?
What?
Being the press.
Yeah.
Isn't that why you've come out here?
I'm sure, considering your job was spokeswoman, right? I would have thought you'd be a bit used to the
A bit more
press.
sympathetic. We understand what you're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then it was went on full blown white woman and a blubbering and all of that, and it was like, okay, so are you expecting us to forgive you or just feel sorry for you because this unfortunate
I
thing
think
has
it's a bit
happened
of
to
both.
you?
It's a bit. I'm in pain. You've seen it now.
Yeah.
So let's move on.
Yeah, well, I guess. Yeah, I mean, it's in the past. I've moved on.
Yeah. Next year she'll probably be doing some job. That,
Oh, yeah.
all is forgiven because it's like Matt Handflop. You know what I mean?
Is that his name?
That's who we all know who we're talking about.
Matt
Let's see what sort
hand
of
flop. Like
Yeah.
his hands. No, he doesn't even have any strength in his hands. He fails at
wrists
even
are
that.
made out of toilet paper. All right. In fact, let's see what different versions of his name we can come up with. Well, nothing too rude, right? You're welcome to send them in. All right. Just what was the number again? 07983 833 661. Get in contact with us on WhatsApp with your alternatives for Matt Handflop's names.
Yes.
Just out of amusement.
It's just something to pass the time. And
Yeah, but what I was going to say is that Matt Handflop last year, he was the menace. He wasn't a menace.
a menace in
No, when did all this stuff happen? Was it earlier this year when he got caught with the affair?
yeah, I'm sure it was earlier this year.
Yeah. All the other screw-ups before then, he was like...
Yeah, forgive us.
Yeah.
No one's even paying attention to that. We didn't
Yeah.
even realise that you could go this far, Matt.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
I'm looking at you a little differently, man. It looks like you're a bit of
I
a
was
player.
sceptical when he was crying on GMTV.
I didn't see that. He was crying.
He was crying.
Oh my god. Was it like that
And I'm not
Ray
doing-
Liotta cry from like Goodfellas? Where it's like, I'm
Okay.
ashamed.
We have a contribution.
Oh yeah.
It's our show, and it's from our friend Ross. He says, I don't know, can we say that? I mean, I'm sure we can.
Why not? Let's just say stuff.
Go on, yeah.
Oh, I'm saying it.
You're saying
Look how
it.
that
Give
worked
it.
out.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Democracy.
Which one am I reading? The top one here.
No, oh wait, you're reading the text that oh okay, it's just down there. Yeah,
All right.
the last thing at the bottom. There you go.
Matt Bitchcock.
Okay. I know
Nice
you quite
one,
well,
Ross.
Ross, so I am not surprised you would come up with something like that.
He doesn't even care. He didn't try to be clever with it at all.
Nothing. Yeah, we were trying to go for subtle, and
Matt
you just went
Hancock,
straight.
Yeah, Matt Bitchcock, more like.
Okay, all right. Anyway, Matt was a villain earlier this year when he got caught in an affair.
Yeah.
I think because he's got that sort of weird creep factor about him as well. I don't think that helps.
No, because it was. I mean, to be honest, I was surprised because the kind of weedy, weak chins. You know what I mean, submissive look that he's got about him. It's like this man could never really be having an affair, but there he was sneaking around doing his.
Well, yeah, you know what? He's exactly the type of guy.
Yeah. The kind of person that would get himself into a situation like that and then fold at the first time.
Well, it's that. Well, the thing is, I
collapsing.
reckon he's that guy that he didn't go to school with the others. He
tried his best.
He tried his best.
He was
He went to
carrying
the
their
school
books.
down the road, and they used to see him.
Yes.
Right? One of his cousins went to that school, and that's how he kind of knew them. But
That's
he
it.
was never really in with the crowd.
He'd wait at school, outside their school, and then
they
just
might
walk
go
along
out.
with them.
All the Bullingdon crew will go out and shall we invite Matty along?
Yeah. Hey, bitchcock, get over here. Carry my coat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He's there at the back trying to laugh at their jokes.
Yeah.
I mean, when he's
we're laughing at you, you idiot.
Yes. I know, you're brilliant. Shut up. You know what I mean? Oh, and getting kicked up the backside. I mean, one of them comical kicks.
Okay, we have some more contributions.
Okay.
Matt Fanhold Matt Handfold, Matt Daftcock.
Matt, what was that? Handfold.
This is from my friend Pavlos.
Okay.
He came out with 3 in one go. Yeah,
Wow, he's really been working on these.
Yeah.
So read them out again.
Matt Fanhold. I think that's a really demeaning.
Matt Fanhold. He's just there to
hold the fan. Matt.
Hold it straight, you bloody idiot.
Yeah.
He'll never held a fan
in his
before.
life. He never held a fan in his life.
Anybody think he didn't go to fan waving class? Oh, what an oik.
Right, yeah, and then there's Matt Handfold. I like
Handfold.
that. Like it just folds in
It's
any
fold-
way.
That's
Yeah,
it. It's
wherever the wind
already-
blows it.
It's already given up. It's already collapsing in on itself.
Okay, Matt Flopsweat.
Matt Flops.
That's another one from Ross. And the last one from Pavlos is Matt Daftcock. Daft.
Daftcock.
Yeah, Daftcock.
You sound like was it Lily Savage? You know what I mean? The sort of thing I would expect to hear from
Yeah.
her. But actually, one of those was it Matt? Was it Flop Sweat?
Yeah, Flopsweat.
Yeah, that reminds me of something I saw today on BBC. Now,
Okay.
there was an interview between Naga Machete and I can never remember this guy's name. The guy who is the new health secretary after
Sajid Javid.
Sajid Javid.
I'm sure that wasn't a thing for him at school.
Yes, easily recognizable. So anyway, he's doing this interview, and like I said, I don't know if he ran to BBC studio from 10 Downing Street or if he just had drank a whole bottle of whiskey.
I think
or
I saw
eaten
this.
some spicy food, but my man was sweating. And it was like he's talking, and I don't know. And you know when someone sweats and they're trying to pretend they're not
Profusely.
sweating, yeah, profusely. That's the word. And all his bald head was looking all shiny. You know what I mean? And he's got the little beads of sweat trickling down. And he's trying his best not to touch his face, to make him look like he's not telling the truth, to make him look like he's being.
It's tricky, isn't it?
This is
I
it.
mean, maybe he ran because I can't remember where the Beeb have moved now, but they're not where they used to be up in Regent Street.
Okay.
But they've moved. So maybe he had to run from whatever local tube station.
Yeah. He made a
Ran
point of
down the
taking
road.
the tube as well, Mike.
Yeah,
London
to-
transport.
yeah, because I'm setting an example.
That's it.
You know,
If I can do it.
yeah, if Javi can do it, anyone can do it. So he ran from the tube station straight to the BBC studios and
Yeah.
get out of my way, I'm an MP.
That's
Yeah,
exactly
sort of
how he
thing.
does it.
It is, yeah.
No matter where he is, movie theatre, it's the same
Doesn't
thing.
matter.
He doesn't get children's parties, it's the same
Doesn't
thing.
matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, so runs through, and okay, yeah, all right, Mr. Javid, we're ready to go, and he hasn't had a chance to have the makeup and all that sort of
That's
stuff.
it.
So he's out of breath because he looked like he was, when you run up the stairs on a bus.
Yeah.
I've done this right, where I've ran for a bus, right,
Right.
but I've got my headphones on,
Okay.
and then you run upstairs, and then you've been running for time. Then you get upstairs, sit on the seat, and the bus is crowded, and then you start hearing your own breathing, and it's like. And then you realise how loud it is, and you're trying to mask it. Like, no, I'm composed. I'm not.
This
out
is
of breath.
a perfectly normal way of breathing.
Yeah.
I don't know why everyone is breathing
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah. So then you close your mouth
Frantically
and
from
then
their
try to
nostrils
force
and
all
their
the oxygen you need through your nose only, which just makes it worse. But maybe that's what he was doing.
Maybe, because it seemed like, and he was also doing a lot of blinking. You know what I mean?
That was the salt from the sweat going into
In his eye,
eyes.
yeah. You know, like when you were a kid and you had like an eyelash, and they would say, "All right, hold still," and they go and blow in your eye, and before they blow, you're doing that weird twitchy thing, like you don't want to blink, but you know it's coming. That's how his eyes looked throughout the whole of the interview.
That's
like someone was about to blow air in his eyes.
But you know what? How many interviews did he do that morning? Because I think he was like one of the only people who.
I would have thought after that would have been it for him,
No,
because
he
looked
did a
like he was
few.
about to collapse.
Because he was on what's the ITV one? GMTV or
Oh yeah.
yeah, he did one
Oh,
on
so
there
I
as
guess
well.
he's got to do the rounds, isn't it?
Yeah, they always have one sacrificial lamb.
Yeah, and he was getting beat up by Naga. You know when she goes in where
Oh
she's-
yeah.
gets her teeth
It's
in and
just- yeah, she takes one of those blades with the extra blades at the side, so when she pulls it in, pushes it in.
do as much damage.
I'm gonna rip as much of your organs out as well at the
Yeah,
same time.
It was vicious, man. So yeah, he was even if she hadn't been questioning him about anything that he was up, under pressure for, he still looked like he was under pressure. You could have been asking him, how his day was going, and you wouldn't believe him because, as I could say, it was a good day, brunch.
But he had his talking points. It's like, well, the government have responded, and the Prime Minister, I'm quite happy with what he said. He said that there was no party or an event of any sort that he wasn't at. Yeah. Let's move on. We're focusing on Plan B.
That was it. We moved on from that. That's old news. Let's not waste our time talking about this. Yeah. When there's real facts that need to be documented.
Now, what I reckon is, do you think Matt, whatever we want to call him, Fanhold,
Matt Flip Flop,
Matt,
yes,
right? Do you think he would have handled these questions any better?
And I reckon he probably would have sweated more.
Yeah.
In order to look worse, to the point where you can see someone sweating through a suit jacket, and you're like, that's not rain. That patch of moisture has come from the inside. You've wet yourself all over your body at the same time. Yeah, you're saturated.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like if anyone's going to wet themselves in an interview, it's going to be him, isn't it? Just look at his face.
What, would it be like a defense mechanism? Like the questioning is getting too rough?
You mean like when rabbits, if they get startled, they have heart attacks?
Yeah, pretend like, I think it's something like that. He just collapsed and then wet himself to make it seem more believable. It's like, oh no, he's not putting it on. He's wet himself. Get an ambulance, and he's just there smirking to himself.
Yeah, because it's like, they don't realise it's my actual defense mechanism. Yes. The fools.
The fools. You got away with it again, Matt. Oh, you genius.
Getting carried away in the pool of your own urine.
This would be his superpower.
That's it. The ability to wet himself on command.
Yeah.
You've got to find a good way of using that, haven't you? Otherwise,
and I think he would. This would be a survival thing. Yes. He could do that through a zombie apocalypse. You know what I mean? I'll just cover myself with my own urine, and they'll ignore me.
Leave me alone. Yeah, unless they're drawn to urine for some reason.
Yeah. It's those special urine zombies.
It's a new breed.
Yeah. So
yeah, but Sajid Javid, he did the rounds today, but I guess linking in with what was her name, Allegra Stratton. That plus Sajid Javid having to cover that. I mean, how do you think the government are managing this right now?
Not well. It seems like they're limping. It's like, how many times can we brush something off? It's just one of those things. You know what I mean? After a while, it's going to be like, all right, this shit is happening a little bit too often. Are you actually doing any real governing? Because it just seems like this is the cast of a Carry On film. Carry On government. And then, you know what I mean? People's trousers are getting stuck.
It definitely is Carry On.
Chairs.
I mean, especially with like the parties. Apparently, it wasn't just one party. There's like a whole heap of parties that were being had. There was
like Laserdrome over there.
Yeah, I saw I heard talk about they were passing around Lego. I was like, who passes around Lego?
Something for everyone, right? Not enjoying the music? Go to the Lego room.
Coming to the Tory party later. We're gonna have wine, cheese, Lego.
Yes. Hutchinson says he's got the Millennium Falcon. That should be fun.
Yeah, it's like,
no, who's going there to do Lego? That must be code word for something else.
I'm like, wait, you just told everybody in the country, like, yeah, you got to stay in the yard, no Christmas for anyone, right? But you're having wine and cheese.
And Lego.
And Lego parties.
Clearly something that needed to happen.
You know how hard it is to get? I don't know where to get Lego. I said, yeah, Dee, can you get me some Lego tomorrow?
It'll take me a couple of days. I'd have to do some research.
You've got to talk to a guy, innit?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. They're not just giving Lego out willy-nilly.
No,
you have to have a contact.
Yeah, you got to
trustworthy.
Deal with some shady characters. You know what I mean? To get the Lego.
Dark alleyways.
Yeah. But what I found more painful was a tearful apology. Because I'm like, why are you crying?
Yeah.
Now.
But that's the thing, isn't it?
I'm so sorry for all those people who, may have lost people. What did she say? My statement was not meant to have caused any of something stupid like that.
It wasn't meant to. Yeah, it was basically she's saying that what she said wasn't meant to hurt anyone, despite the fact that it did hurt people. You know what I mean? It's like, well,
I didn't mean it.
What it was meant to do, this is what it did actually do. You can't just brush it off as if
I didn't run like it's everybody else's for those people.
Yeah, I didn't mean to offend you. If you got offended, then I'm sorry. That's how you feel. That's how it sounds.
But it's that default of, I'm going to cry publicly so you can now focus all your attentions on my discomfort and my pain.
Yeah, and not be so hard on me, and then maybe I won't have to apologise, or not as much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You'll be happy with this mediocre apology.
Yeah. I've cried, isn't that enough? I felt pain.
No, you know what, right? This is the thing with MPs, because obviously they can't be kind of penalised or arrested for lying. So they should implement this thing. Remember, like in Game of Thrones, when they did that whole shame. I think they should have to do that. Not like down a whole street, but just like somewhere,
like in Parliament.
Yeah, just walk them into
I don't know.
and where everyone's sitting. Get them to walk up there, stand there.
Naked.
Yeah.
Well, okay. That makes all the
shame, and then, you know what I mean, and then just get them to stand there for about 15 seconds, and then
in
slowly,
silence.
while everyone's going shame, and then turn them around, and I think they get them to walk out, and then that's it, and then they can put their clothes back on, and that's it. But that will be on the internet forever.
Oh, okay. Right.
So this is what happens. We're not
if
going
you
to
lie
prison.
in Parliament,
Yeah.
you got to walk through like that middle bit, and everyone's going to be like, shame.
Yeah, shame, and then throwing old cabbage at you and rotten tomatoes. Maybe someone throws
That
a
you've
shoe.
got to clean up afterwards.
Maybe.
Naked.
Yeah, that's it. Naked as well. All right, we might want to move away from the naked thing. People start.
I think it's not the shame bit, because if you're just walking through with your Gucci suit on, it's not going to work. It's not going to be the same. Shame. Like, what are you talking about, man? Look at my garbs. You're not going to care. You know what I mean? I've got diamond shoes on.
You got your own theme music, just drowning out everybody else.
That's the thing.
It's going to give it to you. You're going to get, you know what I mean? Yeah, what a preach. You know what I mean? And
yeah, that's not going to work. I don't know how
people might
DMX
feel
would be in
that
Parliament.
you've been shamed. I don't think that's the way to go about it. I think there needs to be actual shame involved.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Well, what would that be for some of these people?
This is what I was thinking about.
That's a good question. What would shame Boris Johnson?
Well, I think that because obviously, right, no one wants to go to prison, that's fine, but the chances of them ever going to prison is highly unlikely anyway.
Yeah.
So don't really have to worry about that. So the only other thing you could really get to them through is their public image. You know what I mean? So if you attack them like on, you know, one of those kind of media circuses where they get the cancel culture, something like that. I think that's the sort of thing that would.
You know what? You know, I think the thing you have to do it in extremes because the bar is so low now.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, Boris is. Got to be careful here, but I know he is a father of many. That's what I'm going to say.
He's a very prominent man.
Yeah. You know, and it doesn't seem to stick to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's almost like it's.
So it's got to be epic proportions, the level of shame. I'm thinking like I'm not going to go into it, but some Black Mirror type thing. You know the one I'm talking about.
Oh yes, of course.
Yeah.
That might be going a bit far, but I think, you know what, something along those lines, because obviously you can't physically force them to do anything like that.
That's already got to be in his cab. That's already got to be in his skeleton wardrobe.
What, the skeleton in his cupboard?
Yeah, that's already got to be there. He's already done that.
Yeah, that's in the past. He just doesn't want that to come to light.
Yeah, that's the situation I'm thinking of.
But I'm thinking it would be interesting to put them in a situation. Do you remember that thing that happened to Tom Hanks a while ago, where he was at that party and they brought out that racist cake, and he had that really uncomfortable look on his face, like, okay, I did agree to be here, but nobody had told me about the racist cake.
Okay.
And it was like, yeah, Tom Hanks and the racist cake, yeah, he's here eating the cake, the racist cake, and he was like, okay, stop filming me. And then you had to give like this, not apology, but explanation to how,
I'm sorry.
yeah, I didn't realise this was what it was. Nobody had discussed it with me.
You know, although it was delicious, I'm really
especially
sorry.
the lips. Oh,
Yeah.
so thick and juicy.
Oh, is that what it was? I thought it was like a clan cake or something.
No,
like that.
it was like a cake of I assume it was a black woman, a naked black woman, but like jet black with big red lips and I mean,
dear.
a caricature type thing.
Yeah.
Why anyone would want a cake like that, I don't know, but this is what they thought would be a good cake to order when Tom Hanks is turning up. So obviously, you know, his publicity people jumped on that and was like, oh no, he didn't know anything about it, and he was doing something for charity, and this one's disgusting. He kind of talked his way out of it, but it didn't help.
It didn't help.
You know what I mean?
He's Tom Hanks. And
This is it.
That's okay.
So what I'm saying is, if you've got MPs that lie and they get caught in a lie, all right, you can say, all right, you can either have like this grueling, 3-hour interview with Jeremy Paxman and nothing is off the table, or you get seen at a Nazi rally. And then
but then you'd have to arrange a Nazi rally, which brings up loads of other questions.
No,
that you have Nazi
there's always
rallies
a Nazi rally happening somewhere, Mike.
Got to drop an MP down there, yeah?
Yeah,
Right,
you just have to
be
be
ready for
seen
it,
there,
guys.
eating a beef burger while,
I think it raises more questions that there's Nazi rallies that we know about. We're not doing anything about it, but we're
freedom
using
of
it.
speech, Mike. They're allowed to have rallies.
I'm not sure if it's the same. I think you should probably research that a bit more.
They're not hurting anyone. They just have a point of view.
I don't know.
If they are, that's.
Let's just start. You're veering into weird territory of advocating for the right of.
I'm just advocating for free speech. That's all I'm saying.
I see.
You won't want someone to censor you now, would you, Mike?
No, but it depends. If I'm on some, they will not replace us, right? Then obviously,
if you're inciting hatred, then that's different. Yeah, but
So what do Nazis tend to incite?
They just
at their rallies.
Their fondness for swastikas, I guess. Hitler moustaches. Yeah, Hitler salutes. Maybe they just like the uniforms.
It's a bit like cosplay, but for
maybe
a World War II themed cosplay.
This is it. I mean, you can just imagine there's some people like this like, why can't I just dress up like a Nazi and have a party? Why is
there are
everyone...
people like that.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, I don't mean nothing by it. I just like the clothes, don't I? And there's like...
Yeah, what usually happens?
It's like...
they end up in prison for some reason.
That's what I'm saying.
They don't understand. But I want it. You see, that's the cornerstone of their argument. But I want it, though.
I want it. I don't see why I shouldn't be able to have it if I want it. Because I do. And then, you know what I mean? Then there's like... all this hassle that comes from it because now they feel they should be able to have these rallies and everything. You know what I mean? It's their right, and you're taking away their rights, Mike. And this is exactly.
I'm the one in the wrong.
This is the thing.
Okay, well at least we got that straight.
Close-minded. See, that's what it is.
But not like those. Nazis.
Not like those Nazis, those open-minded Nazis. No, not like them.
Yeah, got ya. Sure, this won't be misconstrued at any point in the future. All the things that you just said, just so we got.
You were here.
I was there. Yeah,
exactly. You're eating a beef burger at the Nazi rally now, Mike.
Not really. No,
you were involved.
I wasn't one of those guys.
Even
who
if
stood by
I
and
get
said,
vilified,
I couldn't.
You were there with me.
Yeah, I was there judging you.
This mud's gonna splat. That's what I'm saying. You're getting some.
That's fine, but
as
long as everyone knows where the mud is coming from, so that's the main thing. Innocent bystander. But we are coming up to our break. But what we're going to be coming back to talk about is a movie that is coming out in the next week or so.
Yeah,
Matrix. The Matrix. Was it Resurrections?
Something like that. Yeah, I'm sure it's Matrix Resurrections.
Resurrections.
That would make more sense, I guess.
As opposed to Revolution. What was the other stupid title they had?
Was it Reboots?
No, wait. There was Matrix Reloaded.
Reloaded. That's
and then there was.
Is it
the third one that was just a piece of crap? But
we don't want to give away too much, though.
No, I mean, come on. The third one was rubbish.
Well, clearly.
I mean, the second one was a bit rubbish as well, but there was a bit more fighting and stuff like that. All the boxes being ticked.
Yeah. So I guess when we come back, we'll talk a bit more about what we are expecting, I guess.
Yeah, and also we want your feedback on what you've seen of the trailer. Apparently there's a lot of fan theory stuff going on. So we'd like to hear your feedback on that, what you make of it. Are you interested or excited? Is this a movie that is just like for old people as far as you're concerned? Because
well, what do you want to see in the film, and what do you not want to see in the film? You know what I mean? These are the questions that we want to know. We're going to basically try and pull this thing apart and see what's really making it tick. What's making them make this film? Apart from the obvious.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. All right. Well, we will be back in a short while. It's going to be a 10-minute break, so we'll be back at the hour of 9 o'clock. Promise this time. All right. We're not those guys who are like, yeah, man, soon come, yeah.
Man's just round the corner, yeah.
No, we're not those guys. We're professionals. So we'll be back in a short while.
Okay.
And we are back.
Yes.
In less time than I actually expected. So,
we're getting better.
Yeah. More bang for your buck. Not that you're paying for this. It's free. So you really shouldn't complain.
Like you're getting anything.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Be appreciative.
No, I mean, we are
your audience.
generally appreciative. So thank you for listening.
Yep.
Please don't switch off. We need this.
Yeah. Let's not try and be too desperate. So we are back, and we are going to be talking about the new Matrix Resurrections movie.
Right, so they're back again, Mike. Fourth installment.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, like certain people are excited about it. Me, to be honest, not so much. I mean, look, I like the first Matrix film, and you know, obviously the second and third one did what they did. They had a little bit to it, but I mean, I always felt that the story was told from the first one, so I don't really know what they can bring in the third one. I mean, what, you're going to go back and do the Matrix again? You know what I mean?
Well, it definitely seems like that's what it's going to be, isn't it?
Yeah, because I mean, what else can you do? He became king of the Matrix, and then the film was over, and then what? Now he's somehow trapped in the Matrix again, despite the fact that I'm sure he died at the end of the third one.
Well, this one seems to be heavily leaning towards the whole deja vu, and if you recall, we're geeking out here, by the way, when that old guy, the architect, was talking about you are in fact the fifth or sixth version of the one.
Okay.
So I think this, from what I've seen, the last trailer is mirroring a lot of what happened in the first Matrix films, but maybe with a little switcheroo with the characters.
Yeah, but see, this is my problem, because you're just doing the Matrix again. I mean,
well, yeah, I mean, let's face it, I had no expectation that, okay, they're adding something to this.
yeah, I mean,
You know, this is clearly a money grab.
yeah, because I mean, you know, the special effects are going to be on point. They're going to be doing some, you know, James Cameron type stuff. And
But isn't that why we're watching it?
Yeah,
Really.
and I mean, if that's all it is, then fine. You know, I'll enjoy it on that level, and that's it. But I don't think it's going to be anywhere near as groundbreaking as the first one.
It can't.
No,
Because the first one was the first one. You know,
it was the one.
Yeah.
You know, so you know, personally, I mean, I like Keanu, but I think I'm waiting more for the next John Wick.
That will be also the fourth one, isn't it?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm getting turned to like old yard man now who just likes watching Steven Seagal films and Chuck Norris movies. I'm like, yeah, I'm good, you know. Yes,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, they're a dying breed. They're a dying breed.
I think this is my generation's version of that.
Yeah. But the thing is, I guess, till, you know, no disrespect to those old yard men that like Steven Seagal, those guys didn't know anything about kung fu or any. Those guys weren't lifting their leg any higher than a step.
No,
They were,
but that's
having
why
to
they were so
climb.
easily impressed with what they had.
Yeah, man, him can do all of that, you know. It's
You know what I
like,
mean?
no, he
Him kick a man, him punch a man, yeah, him turn around, jump through the air, everything, man. You can't
Although
do it.
you never saw Steven Seagal in the air at any point.
You saw flashes.
Unless he was on a plane.
Yeah, it was like, you know, like in the A-Team when they would show someone doing a jump off somewhere really high and it would be like slow motion but from behind so you couldn't tell it was a stunt man.
Yeah,
And then it'd be
yeah.
like, dun, 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 dun. It's like, oh my God, he's jumping off that second story balcony and then like landing in a, you know, skip full of rubbish bags that all contain sponge. You know what I mean? No one threw away any broken glasses that day. You know?
No, just sponge and straw.
Instead of being that one going, I think it's time I got rid of my rock collection. You know, that's not going to be in there. So yeah, but you know, what can I say about the Matrix? What can they do?
You're not
what can
impressed.
they do?
You don't sound impressed.
I'm just wondering, what can you add? I mean, there's got to be fighting, obviously, right? After the fighting, then what? It's like
More like mind-bending, matrixy stuff.
Well, this
and
is
special
it. Or
effects.
car chases.
Yeah. That's
You know,
that's why you do it. I mean, look, the story that captivated audiences initially, which was, from what I hear, was probably ripped off by someone else. But I'm not going to go into that.
Yeah.
And get sued for money I ain't got. All right, so that's just out there.
Yeah.
Whatever that is. But that story captivated audiences, and that's what intrigued them, as well as all the cool stuff.
Yeah,
Then
I mean, it was an original concept. I don't
Yeah,
think anyone
but
had
I
done
get
anything
the
like that
whole
before.
let's do another one and number two. So they did with Matrix Reloaded,
Yeah.
but you know, we'll just do more stuff.
Yeah.
And that's fine. But
But that being said, if you're just going to be doing the same stuff but more, then it's like, well, what's the difference between this and any of the sequels? It's like, all right, so the first one we had people fighting, doing fantastical kung fu and bending physics. Right, the second one we did the same thing, just more. And then the third one we did that, and then we just like...
But that's the same with any sequel. When have
Yeah.
you seen a set of sequels past number two that has actually grown?
Yeah, but then this is when you start, you know, getting affected by law of diminishing returns. It's like, how
Well,
much
that's what it
can
is.
it still be entertaining? Yeah, but then why do another one?
Because money.
All right, I think the only reason this would work is because the amount of time that's passed. Maybe people are feeling like, oh, I need a Matrix fix.
Money.
I
Told you, that's all it is.
All it is.
All
Well,
it is. If it weren't making no money,
No.
And I said, well, yes, we really want to tell this tale, and it's going to really touch people. It's like, how much money is it going to make?
Well, this is the thing, because say if it comes out and it's amazing, it blows away everyone and it breaks all the box office, they're going to make another one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
We
it's
can
like,
do a TV series. We can get
lately a TV series is coming. You know that
Disney will buy it or something.
Yeah.
And then it's all over.
It's, you know what I mean? And it's just
everything with Matrix stuff. Matrix
but then
cornflakes.
It just becomes exactly. It becomes like watching Happy Days. It's like, oh, here we go with another adventure that's going to be neatly wrapped up, and then they'll do the next thing, the same thing next week, and then the week after that, and it's like more soup. No, it's all the same.
Yeah. No, you make a good point there. But I want to know from anyone who's listening, are you interested in a Matrix film? What did you think of the first Matrix films? Were these the films that changed movies for you? Because I know for a lot of people it's like a mind-blowing thing.
Yeah.
It's like that was their film.
Oh yeah.
So
definitely that shook the pillars, Mike.
Yeah.
When that came out, everyone was like, have you seen The Matrix? Oh my god, can you imagine? What if? You know what I mean? It's kind of like, do you remember when Men in Black came out?
Yeah.
And everyone was like, they're amongst us. I never thought about it before, but yeah.
No, I was sourly disappointed because when Men in Black came out, I knew of the concept of the Men in Black. These men in dark suits who work for the government, but maybe they don't. Maybe they're working with some other alien agency, and that was all very, it's all X-File like type of stuff.
Yeah, very entertaining.
And then Will Smith,
bring in what Will Smith brings.
Yeah. Do the Will Smith laugh.
Woo!
There you go. See, Will Smith, spoilt Men in Black. That whole concept. Once you got it, I don't care anymore.
That's it. You know what I mean? It's just the French Prince of Bel-Air with aliens now.
Yeah.
But,
although the song was quite catchy in the first one.
But I mean, it wasn't his song, though, was it? It was Patrice Russian did most of the work there. So
yeah, but he did Men in Black. See, that makes everything.
No one else could have said those 3 words.
No,
not with the Will Smith-esque
exactly
slant on it. That's what makes it cool, makes it catchy.
Yeah. And then he continued the role for the next, I think, 15 years. Didn't he do it?
What, the Men in Black films?
Yeah.
Probably over a span of 15 years, yeah. I mean, they had a cartoon series at one point as well. But yeah,
that must have been rubbish.
Well, he was actually quite entertaining. But I mean, I think that was based, because Men in Black is based off a comic book.
Did they get Ernie Hudson to do his voice?
No, I think he was busy.
I see.
He was rehearsing for a big role
in Ghostbusters.
Well, he's always been preparing for that role. They're gonna come back. They're gonna come back. They got to come back. They're gonna come back. Just him staring in the mirror.
Ernie Hudson, we love you, man. We love you.
I said every show, this poor man is getting beaten up. Sorry, Ernie.
And you know what? He's a hench guy.
He is.
I saw his biceps. I'm like, God damn. That's what he's been doing. Press ups. I'm too busy doing this shit to
He's
be
working
acting.
out. Yeah, he was like, when they do that next Ghostbusters movie, I'm gonna whoop so much ass. They gonna see me and they be like, oh shit.
They're gonna be the scene where I'm gonna rip off my sleeve and they're gonna see my biceps.
Yeah, and I wanna say, this shit here is real.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna run in and I'm gonna punch all the ghosts. And then they're gonna say, shit, Ernie, or shit, Winston, yeah, you really fucked him up. And I'll be like, yeah. And that's how the movie gonna end.
I see. That's a dream. Everyone should dream.
You know what? And that would be the end scene, and then the first credit that will come up with like script by Ernie Hudson.
That's the film studio absolving themselves of any responsibility.
He did this.
Yeah,
we had nothing else to do.
That's what
it
would be.
We gave him money, and that was all we did.
This is what he did.
In hindsight, we probably should have had more control over this project, but we didn't.
It's got to be a lot of credit.
Yes, we just want to make sure, and we're sorry.
This is why he wasn't a main feature in the earlier movies, because he would do.
We
this.
tried to stop him, but he's been working out. Yeah, I mean, so
but he's a hench guy. He's definitely been doing lots of press up.
But that's the thing. There's this trend now, I guess, of these older men getting really jacked. Like, you remember Dr. Dre when he came out and he had like big veins popping out the top of his throat?
Hell?
It's like, what the hell you been? Are you supposed to be making beats? What's this?
Yeah.
You know what I mean, coming in looking like The Rock and shit. It's
This
like,
is the thing. You gotta wonder about some of these guys. I mean, yeah, because I think Sean Penn did it.
Yes.
For that film, I think was it Gun or something like that, and he was
Oh,
all
really?
ripped and stuff. And you know, unnecessary. Just
Well, this is it. You know, it's like who's the other one? Mickey Rourke.
yeah.
I mean, he did so much to his body though. That was like,
Yeah, I mean,
surprised it's
the
still
whole body
functioning.
was a project.
Yeah, yes, it still is. It's still in a work in progress.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you just get these guys, and it's like, you're clearly of an age where you shouldn't be looking like this, but you do, which leads to more questions. Like, why did you think this was necessary? What are you planning for at this age in your life?
Yeah, I guess it's a vanity project.
Maybe.
You know, I mean, or maybe it's a midlife crisis. In fact, any of you guys who are in that sort of age group, have you had that sort of midlife crisis moment? You look and you think, oh God, look, my chest is all saggy. You know, I've got dinner lady arms, all right, bingo wings, as we used to say back in the day. Probably not really very PC now when I think about it.
Bingo wings.
Bingo wings.
Was that offensive to people who play bingo?
No, but it was associated with people who played bingo tended to be older women, and under their arms, when they lifted it up, their arms would like flap like chicken wings. You call them bingo wings.
Okay.
There you go.
That's an interesting topic. Yeah. I don't think that we're going to get sued by a lot of bingo ladies. I think we're good with that. But speaking of augmenting your body parts, Mike, here we go with the
question of the week.
week.
We need a jingle for that.
Yeah. Question of the week.
Yeah, we did the singing thing last week, man. That's not going to happen again.
I see.
We could. All right, we'll work
Why
on a
do you
jingle.
just hate fun? Why?
It's not.
Why do you
I don't
hate
hate
it?
fun. I like fun. All right, but
In a very controlled manner.
yeah, but your fun, it doesn't have to be ridiculous as well.
Sometimes that's the funnest fun.
You know,
The
sometimes you just
ridiculous
want
fun.
like a little Dave Allen quip. You don't need
No.
Jim Carrey on acid in the
You
90s.
just
You
no.
are
You just
sort of
want an
fun.
old man sitting in a leather chair, swilling some brandy, and saying, "I was very drunk."
Yeah, and that
And
would
you're like,
amuse me no end.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
a fly in an ice cube, but it's fake.
But you
That's
don't want. I don't need like John Belushi. You know what I mean?
What?
I don't need that level
That
of humor.
kind of chaotic
yeah.
craziness, that kind of unbridled fun. You like, I don't know whether it's fun now, but someone might get hurt in the future. Is that what you're thinking, Mike?
No.
Is it like running
It's
with
just-
scissors
it's
to you?
just
Is
not
that what
fun.
it is?
It's just not fun.
It's scary fun, isn't it?
not funny.
You're not comfortable.
No.
You're having
If
fun,
I-
but you don't like it.
No. It's
You're not
none
sure
those
of where you're
things.
going. You're not sure of who you are anymore. You're questioning your own reality.
I am
Do I
questioning
enjoy
my own
this or
reality.
don't I? Oh, should I stop? But it is fun. Oh.
See, I'm
should've
actually
done this when I was
questioning that
younger.
if I'm in a Matrix or not right now, just by that line of questioning. And talking of the Matrix, we have a contribution from Anne-Marie, and she says, I think the deja vu thing stuck with me from the Matrix movie. Is this real, or are we in the Matrix? Also like the Final Destination movies where death is lurking anytime and anywhere.
So I get the whole premise of the are we in a simulation and it can be rewritten and
Yeah,
seen
that's
as the
what it's
deja
going to
vu.
be, because that's been the thing lately. I mean, even
Yeah.
on science communities and stuff like that you look at online, they talk about simulation. Is this real? Is this not?
Yeah.
You know, how would we know if it's a simulation? Are we just a reflection on the surface of a black hole? And all that sort of stuff.
Well, this is the thing, but you know what I always find interesting, because people think we're in a simulation and we've got like some VR thing on, and we can take it off and we'll probably be in a bed somewhere. But what if it wasn't like that? What if the simulation we're seeing is far beyond what our brains could comprehend anyway, and then when we take the goggles off, we're like in a two-dimensional universe, and you know what I mean, we have to get used to not seeing another dimension, and our brain just implodes in
Yeah, so you're
itself.
saying that this simulation is actually better than reality.
Yes,
So just stay here.
that's what I'm saying. I mean, they created it for a reason. Why do you want to go and see what's, why do you want to see
Well,
how
you
the
see
hot
what's
dog's
behind,
made?
yeah,
You know what I
what's
mean?
behind the curtain.
What's behind the curtain? You know what I mean? Because it's fucking horrible.
Yeah. So,
You don't want to see it.
so in that case, are you like, what's his name, Cypher, in the first one?
Yeah, who wants to stay
I wanna
in
be
the
an
Matrix?
actor.
Yeah, I want to eat a juicy steak, and I want to, be rich and famous and not have any problems. You know what I mean? If the Matrix was like a giant computer game and you could reprogram it however you want, why wouldn't you put yourself in the best position
You know
possible?
what? You're right. Because to be honest, let's say I'm living my life right now, right, like, you know, we're doing a radio show and stuff, and then like later on I'm going to work.
Morpheus is standing on the corner.
Yeah, got this tall, you know, tall black man standing there in his coat and everything. He's like, Michael. Or Mike.
Mikey, what do you prefer?
Yeah.
I want to start off on the right foot.
Like this. Going to work. Getting on that train. Sitting at that office.
And you're just standing there listening to this stranger talk to you.
Yeah, okay. Let's just assume I'm being very polite for that moment.
You wouldn't have just ignored him and just put your headphones on and just walked straight past
and he
him.
just does say, take this pill. I'll be like, fuck off. Take this pill. Are you mad? I mean, he's like, seriously.
He could probably have approached it better than that. I mean, you have to give them a speech first.
Come with me.
Yeah.
Again, no, I'm not doing that.
That's okay. Come with me and put this in your mouth.
I don't know you, right? I can't be.
I want to show you something.
I was like, no, again.
I want to expand your mind. I want to show you things you've never seen before and can never imagine and never unsee once you've seen them.
I'm not interested. Thank you very much. I'm busy. I
want to open you up in a metaphysical sense.
Listen, you know what? You're talking to the
I want to get inside you. Your mind, that is.
This is starting to sound like some sort of Jimmy Somerville intro into a film.
He's trying to get in. He's trying to connect with you on a level.
He's not connect.
I want to touch you deeply.
This is illegal.
I'm not sure what it is, but I am sure it's illegal. Whatever this is, we shouldn't be doing.
It's like this feels like there's a prison sentence at the end of this. You should stop.
We should be in a gentleman's club if we're going to continue this conversation. I don't feel like this is for the public.
Well, yeah, exactly. But yeah, you just wouldn't accept it. There's nothing that. I mean, what would it take for you to be convinced?
I'd have to see
even
something.
Go with him.
But this is the thing. These kind of choices the character always has to make to, you know, you're at the point of no return. You have to make this decision. You can never go back, sort of thing. All right, if you want me to make this jump, you have to show me something worth.
What if he does that thing like in the first part of the Matrix where he takes that bug out of your stomach?
Okay, well, that would convince me.
I don't know. You know what? If he just reaches for my stomach and then just, I say, no, you had that the whole time, man. I don't even know if that was in there. You're lying, man.
Well,
you got to do something better than that.
Yeah, but if that thing is wiggling around,
you know what? I'd say if he could jump like from this building to the next building, and I see that shit happen, and everyone else sees it as well.
That's what
just
I'm
in
saying.
case I'm going nuts. All right, then I'll be like, okay, yeah, I'm kind of interested to see what you're about.
That would convince me. But then, like, I guess if he did that, then agents would turn up everywhere and then risk both of you getting killed. Because if he's like, okay, we have to fight these agents, they're like, what? And then the next thing you know, you get turned into an agent yourself.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
True.
So I think, yeah, dude, I mean, again, I don't want to be alone with this person because I don't know what they're going to do. But, you know, if we were like, you know, a bar or a pub or something, and then he made my pint of Stella start dancing around to doing the Macarena, and I'd be like, all right, maybe you know something I don't. Let's see what else is going on. You know what I mean? It's not the sort of thing that you'd see every day, so you've got my attention. But
I don't know. I just think that that's like cold calling, man.
Yeah. I guess, you know, I mean, like I say, it's hard to show somebody what the Matrix is.
And I just can't
tell them.
Yeah, I just think, look, my first thought is that this dude is mad.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Until, you know, he starts making inanimate objects move around on their own.
Yeah, well, I'm saying, well, what do you need me for? You're doing all that David Copperfield shit.
You wouldn't even be interested in knowing how to do what he's doing.
Look, you can do all that amazing shit, and you need me. You know, I can't do none of that.
Well, obviously, he's going to teach you that. He's not just going to let you. No, he's just going to take you out the Matrix to watch him do awesome stuff all the time. Hey, Mike, watch this. Ooh, pretty awesome, huh? Yeah. All right, see you later. It's like, can I go back to the Matrix now? Nah, man. Watch me kick some cars. You know what I mean? Watch me throw this guy to the sun.
You're going to need to do a bit more. But we digress. We was about to go on to the question of the week.
Okay.
All right. So, question of the week is, and this is kind of following that whole weave beard thing that I wanted to mention.
Yes. Right. So this is about if you could change something on your body, would you? Or if you could change something on your body for your partner, would you? Or, and this is controversial, if you could change something on your partner's body, would you?
Ooh.
You see, that's the thing.
All right, yeah. All of you are listening. Yeah, let us know. So the questions are, if there was something you could change on your body, let's say money was no object, you wanted I don't know, a breast reduction or a breast increase, or maybe you wanted a bigger foot, or all right, your ears are too big, all right, you know, one eye is slightly looking in a different direction from the other. Doesn't matter.
Really big teeth.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. You know, your nipples are slightly askew. It doesn't really matter, right? But you can
change it. You can rebuild yourself any way you want.
Yeah, would you? Okay.
And would you do it for somebody? Someone said to you, well, it'd be nice if, you know, you had an extra arm growing out your chest. That would really turn me on. Oh, can you imagine? And they're like, yeah, okay, yeah. And I found a surgeon who'll do it for you. Would you? You know, it might be a little extreme, but
that is definitely an extreme version of that. But yeah, let's say your partner's been pressuring you and saying, you know what, I just want you to lose that tire around you. You know, you can get liposuction, or I really want you to put on more mass. You can get those stick-on abs,
like pec implants.
Yeah, whatever it is. You know, because you're too lazy to do it yourself, obviously. Otherwise, why would we be having this conversation?
This is it. You can't do this yourself, so we need surgical help. That's basically what you're saying to me. Okay.
So 3 questions. Would you change part of your body for your partner under their request?
Yeah.
All right.
Would you ask your partner to change part of their body, and what part and why?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And just, would you? If you had the opportunity, what would you change?
Yeah.
Even if it wasn't someone else's request.
Is there a part of your body you don't like? Or do you think, you know what, this is justifiable?
Yeah.
And it could be anything. It could be like a birthmark, or you want to remove it, or you want to put it somewhere else.
We want to put it on someone else.
Give it to him. I want to put it on that table.
Yeah.
You know, whatever it is.
A t-shirt.
Or, you know, maybe, you know, you're bald and now you want a big Lionel Richie afro from the not that shape afro, because that was always a bit weird.
That was a lot of work.
But you want a full mane of hair.
Yeah. Well, this is like what you're saying about this. What do you got? Beard weave.
Beard weaves.
So what is this now?
Okay, beard weaves. One of my colleagues was kind enough to enlighten me about this. Don't know what she was trying to say, but there are guys out there. I mean, this seemed to be something that was mainly directed at black men who can't grow full lustrous beards like myself. But look,
very nice beard. Yes.
Yeah. Well, I can't grow one of those big, thick ones either.
I'm sure if you tried, it would.
I tried, but I would have to really try. You know?
Well, yeah, but at least you've got a full beard. I've just got the patchy things. I mean, this thing you're talking about sounds interesting. I might have to.
I don't think you. What? In fact, yes, I think you should.
Why?
Do this.
Now, why? No, not with a smile on your face like that.
Because I'm happy for you. In this future where you're walking.
What the potential outcome is, yes. What you could possibly laugh at in the future. Look, I'm gonna get it. If I get it done, it's gonna be done correctly.
I will be as happy as you are. With the outcome.
I'm sure you will. Everyone will be happy once they see my awesome beard.
Oh yeah.
I'm thinking about getting one of them Isaac Hayes joints, man. Just
they will be happy.
Like you can scrub wallpaper off with that beard. It's that kind of.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't try. But
no, but I'm just saying it's a beard people are gonna look at. They're gonna say, God damn, that's a beard.
Yeah, they will say that.
Yeah. In a good way. So don't try that.
Absolutely. Yes. They will say it.
I know that. Why are you agreeing with me so much?
Because you're absolutely correct.
Again, why are you saying absolutely so much? I know I'm right.
With you, man.
Too much.
All right. So, what the beard weave is, essentially, is for black men who can't grow full beard. So they go to the barber, and from what I saw, they get this sort of sticky black thing, and they stick it around the area, cut it to a shape where the main part of the beard is going to be stuck on. They then get some sort of glue and shove that on it, and then they just stick like what looks like black cotton wool to your face. And then they just shape it up.
You make it sound like a nativity play from the 80s.
I know, admittedly, I'm making it sound a lot. Try not to imagine it being put together by 5-year-olds. All right, and
we are 3 wise men.
Yeah,
we are here to see the baby Jesus.
Yeah, so try not to imagine that version of it. Done with a bit more skill, and then they shape it up with a barber tool, and you got like a big thick old beard.
Yeah,
a big man beard.
That's it. I mean, I like the bit where he kind of faded it into his actual hair, so it kind of looked believable.
Yeah, but the video we saw there was a little hint in his eye where I looked at the guy and I knew it, and he was thinking, I respect myself slightly less for doing this.
I'm not sure if this was the right move.
Yeah.
This is a new way of life that I don't know if I'm ready for.
I'm not sure if I'm convinced of this.
Yeah.
I wouldn't believe anyone with this beard.
You know, the look said,
he's a liar.
You've lied to yourself today. You should be.
You're lying to everybody by going outside.
Yes, it just looked like, I'm not sure how I feel about this right now. You know, it's that kind of, give it a couple of days.
But you know what? The amount of work that went into this thing, there was layers and glue and like material stuck to the face.
Yeah, it was,
and I was like, this looks
project.
it looked like if he was on a set of The Walking Dead. That's what you'd have to do.
All the prosthetics, all kinds of like ear replacements and stuff like that.
And it's just like, well, wait
ears
a
aren't
minute.
big enough for this beard. We gotta give you some new ears.
Well, yeah, it was a bit huge. It was a bit huge.
Well, the thing is, you know what it is? Sometimes when someone's got a weak chin.
I
they
just
need a
realised
beard.
we actually missed. Sorry, not to cut you there.
Oh no, go for
I
it.
just realised that we missed a couple of texts from Ross about the Lego parties.
Okay.
Let's see, and he says they did go and find loads of traces of cocaine all over Parliament.
So this is the Christmas party again. So
Yeah.
when they were saying wine,
This
cheese,
is all over Parliament.
all over, anywhere,
Everywhere.
the coat rooms, the toilets,
Everywhere.
bike racks.
That's it.
You know what I mean?
And he also goes
Broom
over
cupboards.
Probably.
Probably, actually.
Yeah, more likely to be in there.
more than you should find in any broom cupboard.
He also goes on to say the first Matrix was great, second was average, third was meh at best.
Yeah.
New
Colossus
one
level
looks
grab.
intriguing based on the trailers, but who knows?
Well,
Who knows indeed?
Who does know? I mean, only time will tell. Remember that, Mike? Troy McClare's brilliant movie.
Yeah. Time will tell.
Time will tell.
Well, we've only got a week, so hopefully by that time, one of us might have seen it, or someone would have seen a spoiler trailer or something.
Something will have.
Yeah,
will
we'd have
come
more
out.
on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we want to know what you would change on your body, what you change on your partner's body, and what was the third question?
What you would change on your body? Would you change something on your body if your partner asked? And would you ask your partner to change something on their body? You know what I would change, Mike?
On your body?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would get really small eyes. Why is that? Why?
What? An extra pair of eyes?
No,
You're just gonna
just-
put them on your sleeve or something?
No, I'd get my actual eyes and then have them shrunk.
Got the size of like a small finch.
No, like a apple pip. Why is that funny?
Your whole eye.
Yes,
Shrunk down, and that's without eyelids.
Yeah, no, not just rolling around in the sockets. No, there would be the whole eyelid, the whole eye
Everything.
itself. Yes.
So your head is. I don't know why I find that funny. Is your head exactly the same?
Yes, it's the same size head, just with tiny apple seed sized eyeballs.
How would this age you?
Well, here's the thing, Mike. Right. So, if I'm in a danger situation, someone like
blows sand at you?
Well, there's that. That's an added bonus. But I was thinking, like, someone says, "Oh, are you?" And if I close my eyes really fast, they'll think I'm sleeping, and then they won't bother me. You know what I mean? So, like,
even if you're walking at the time,
I could just collapse. And then
so they'll just think you collapsed.
Yeah.
Can you do that without a small apple seed eyes?
Well, no, because they might see my eyes before and then think, "Oh, this
well,
guy's
he's definitely
pretending."
lying. Not what the fuck is going on with that guy's face? Because I think that's what the question would be.
That would probably be why they're approaching me in the first place. Actually, now thinking about it.
Yeah.
Dude, what the fuck's happened to your eyes, man? And I'm just collapsing.
Yeah, it's like, oh shit, he's dead. You know what I mean? That's not going to help you or anyone. In fact, we have some contributions coming in. Anne-Marie says she would get go gadget arms.
Oh, can you imagine?
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, but what would you use that for? I mean, apart from like getting beer from the fridge or...
Yeah, but what did he use it for?
Well, he was an inspector. I'm sure he had lots of inspector-related reasons.
I'm sure he
for using
used those,
arms.
but didn't those arms do everything? They could be like a helicopter. They could be anything.
I guess, yeah. No, well, yeah. But I mean, I think it's just the fact that your arm can do all these mad things that makes them, valuable. Otherwise, it would just be a weird looking arm that doesn't do anything. It's like, why did you have this implanted?
Well, I guess it would be a multi-purpose arm, innit?
Well, yeah, I mean, like, if you like,
it could lift up a car. It could also be a crane. It could stroke a dog. Whatever, you know what I mean? It's versatile. That's what I think.
Could steal your neighbour's
saying.
fruit.
Look, Pavlos has just contributed. He says, partner is fine. Wouldn't change a thing. Good answer.
Oh,
good answer, mate.
Smart man.
Smart. Yeah.
Someone's not sleeping on the sofa tonight.
Yeah. Thank you for that image. All right. Okay. All right. On the other hand, I would change the fact that my feet point outwards, also known as duck feet. Okay.
Well, like a splayed foot is always.
Okay. I would also change my hands that seemingly can't hold items and tools the normal way. Also, I can enjoy eating
pincers?
Asian food with chopsticks.
So what? He changed his hand into chopsticks?
No. I think he because that's not gonna help you hold tools.
You're gonna have a hard time flushing the toilet with those, man. You okay in there? Yes. Just give me a minute. Looking like Edward Scissorhands, bro.
We also got another contribution from Amarie too, who says, D, why don't you just play that girl in Ma who always seems to be asleep? LOL.
Who?
That film In Ma. Have you
In
seen
Ma?
that? Who is always asleep?
No, what's that?
I've got to explain the movie.
Oh, well, I'm sorry.
All
Is
right,
that too much for you?
Yes.
Got somewhere else to be, have you, Mike?
Also, she adds, sorry?
That's nothing. Go on,
Okay,
please.
sorry. Again, talking, reading can't be done at the same time. I really don't understand how
I
this
just
is a
don't
difficult
like the way
concept
that
for you.
paying attention to me is always number on the bottom on the list of things to do.
No, I was paying attention to you.
Were you?
But also, the tablet in what I'm holding in my hand.
Looking and nodding at me blindly doesn't mean that you're paying attention.
It's the best.
It's the best I'm going to
Okay, no, but Amarie also says, also she'd like to have wings as a new body part so I can fly around the whole world. Okay.
Might get tired, love. It's a long way.
Yeah, obviously, these are obviously long, like Duracell wings, not like those ever ready rubbish wings that you get from East Street Market.
Spammo batteries.
Yeah, you know the ones, £20 for a pound. She doesn't mean those wings. Yeah, she means like
sold
the
in a
Duracell
bag,
ones,
not a packet.
Yeah, like solar powered ones.
Okay,
that also got
reusable
backup for when it's nighttime.
That sounds like there's a lot to carry with you, man.
Yeah, but obviously technology. That's why she said I'll just have a minute. But she's not gonna have like the first model of it, like model
steam powered wings.
Yeah, she said angel wings.
Angel wings. Okay.
Angel wings. Okay, well that's okay.
Can't really say much about that, can you?
No.
Wings
from God. Wings from God. Okay, so you're aiming the bar quite high there, Amarie.
Yeah.
I would have God's powers. Some people just go with a facelift or something. I want God-like powers.
You would be granting miracles and slaying
walking
people
on
with a
water.
fiery sword.
Yeah, did that happen in the Bible?
Why not?
Why not? I'm sure, like after we fed, like the people with fish, he
loaves
was
the
slaying
fishes.
people with a fiery sword.
A crucifix shaped sword, just running around, blasphemer, and then lopping off people's heads.
I'm sure we would have heard about that story.
It's in the back, Mike.
In the back. Yeah, the index.
Yes.
But no one reads. That's where it's at. But yeah, so we've got angel wings. Pavlos was saying that he wanted to change his duck feet. All right, but are they webbed? Because if they're webbed, then
they're full on duck.
Definitely do something about that. Especially if they're pointing out like a duck.
Yeah.
And you've got webbed feet.
Do you have to?
You probably need to go and have some
shoes.
Sort of what do they call it when you go and check out your genealogy?
I don't know. That sounds like what it is.
No, when you go and check out your
like who do you
DNA,
think you are? Those kind of things.
Yeah.
Like
because I'm saying if you've got webbed feet,
Ancestry.com.
Yeah. If you've got webbed feet.
Yeah.
All right. That can happen because that's a mutation.
Excuse me. Are you expecting someone to trace their lineage back to a duck?
I'm just saying.
Who puts a duck on their family tree?
No. Genetically.
But where did those genes come from?
Exactly. That's what we need to find out.
But
what I'm saying, if you could look, anyone can have a webbed. Remember with that guy Mark we went to college with?
Yeah.
He had a webbed hand. and a webbed foot, I think, on the same side, but just like one part.
Okay.
Right.
That was weird. Yeah.
It was weird.
Yeah.
You know.
Don't look.
Don't look at it too much.
Yeah.
Because it's distracting.
You're distracting me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your weird hand.
Yeah. But the point is, and that can happen to anyone. But when your feet are spread out, like a duck as well, then you're gonna think, well, there's definitely something going on here.
Maybe my genetics are trying to tell me something.
Well, yeah, because apparently all life on Earth started from one source at some point before the
so there's got
tree of evolution broke apart, depending on what you believe. All right, so
you're saying there's always like a throwback element involved somewhere. Might be small, but obviously it could be bigger in other people.
It could. So, well, I mean, I think the duck thing is just a bit weird.
I just have this image of like an old-timey parchment where, you know, it's all written in ink and a quill, and it's got like all the family, and then it will get down to like Uncle Philip, and it's like a duck with a bowler hat on, just like you posed for a picture.
I knew you'd take this picture.
He's well respected, you know what I mean? He owned a
He's got a monocle.
You know, he was a man of business. He was influential, and he sired children that went on to have, you know,
weird mutated human duck people.
Well, yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'm not saying that's who you are, Pablos. I'm sure that's not what's going on.
I wouldn't have used that. But yeah, I mean, look, if that being said, why not? If you could have your part of your body changed.
So what would you have?
Well, apart from the tiny eyes.
As an extra, why not?
Okay. I would have a tentacle arm.
A tentacle arm?
Yes.
What, coming out the back of your neck?
No, just instead of a regular arm. So it would be like, I'd have like a long sleeve and people would think it's a regular hand, and then I'd be like, whoosh, and this giant tentacle come out, and I'm like, oh my God. And I could lift up cars and throw them and everything. Be like a power tentacle. I could stick it into the ground and cause explosions and stuff like that. But it is still a tentacle, so.
I see. See, you guys are going on some crazy stuff, you know. I can't even think of anything I'd change.
You want like horse legs?
Horse legs? No, they're the worst legs on the earth.
The worst legs on the earth.
They are. No, horses don't like their legs.
What do you
You ever
mean?
see the horse look at his legs and be happy? They don't smile or anything. They just look at it like, flipping hell. They're upset. Every time I see a horse look down, he's upset.
Disappointment.
Yeah.
That's why they've all got the long face mark.
Yeah, because he's got the mane, and imagine you're in a horse, you know, when they shake their head, and they're looking proud and stuff.
Yeah, but
and they got the hair, and they're like, yeah, I'm amazing. Look how handsome I am.
Yeah.
Right. I've got a long horse nose. I've got this amazing shoulder. Oh, look at my legs.
But then hold on.
Ridiculous.
What legs do you think horses would like?
Let's see. Haven't thought this through.
But this is what I'm saying.
But I think they would like a more. They would want a bit more calf and maybe a foot at the end of it.
Human legs on a horse.
No,
that would
foot.
be horrific.
Well, no, humans are not the only ones with feet.
No, but
right?
What, like monkey legs? Is that what you're saying?
No,
a horse
but
with
a foot of some sort. That isn't a foot. That's a toe.
Well, how many different creatures have feet? I mean, it's either going to be a small curved leg or a long leg.
Do dogs have feet?
Yeah, well, paws. We've done this before.
I know, but
yes, they do. Yes.
Right, it's a foot.
It's a foot. So what?
Cat foot.
A horse with cat legs. Is that what you're saying?
No.
We have to have like
that would be ridiculous.
16 legs on each side. That would be horrific.
And they would have to be elongated as well. So there's a lot of work that goes into.
See,
that.
but then you're back to
I'm
horse
saying
legs again.
Horse legs, but you know, have the muscular bit at the top, but that stupid bony thing at the bottom with just a toe at the end of it. Because that's what it is, you know. It's just a toe.
Yeah,
it's rubbish.
Yeah, I guess.
No,
you're right.
It's just a toenail.
It's a
coming
toenail.
out of the bottom of his leg.
It's like they're tiptoeing everywhere. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
So you think they should have like jaguar
Imagine
legs?
trying to horse legs are the equivalent of you trying to walk around on your big toe. That's what it's like to be a horse.
Horrendous. Yeah, I guess.
And then you've got people riding your back. That's why they're vexed.
Like they're not already having enough
Whipping
trouble
them.
walking around.
Whipping
faster.
them. Yeah.
I want you to suffer.
Yeah.
It seems
Putting
a
on
bit
this
much.
ridiculous costumes and then riding his back.
Yeah.
All right. Making him run into fences and stuff. Right. On his tiptoes.
Run into the idea is they jump over the fences.
Yeah.
They're not
Or they've got
trying
to do them
crash them into
stupid
walls.
dances at the Olympics. What they call it? Is it equestrian?
Equestrian. Yeah, the equestrian fair. Whatever it is. But
exactly.
Yeah, I mean, all right, horses don't have it great, but I mean, they still got it better than chickens. So, you know,
Chickens is just nature natural way of feeding everyone. Let's face it. We've done this before as well, but if they were supposed to survive, right, they would just
what? They would grow claws and defend themselves. Is that what you're saying?
or they'd learn to bloody fly.
Well, I mean, maybe it's an interesting way of surviving, being so delicious that people have to keep breeding you so you survive. Yeah, it's like a symbiotic kind of.
So they're kind of rubbish,
relationship.
Then,
well, they are.
So
and they
if
are,
we didn't breed them, they'll just die.
Well, yeah, but then we wouldn't have chicken. And I don't think anybody's.
It's a paradox.
That's what I'm saying. They've got us. We think we've got them, but they're the ones in control, Mike.
Oh, I see.
Chickens.
The chickens. That's why all their children are being made into chicken
can you imagine
nuggets.
if you were an alien and you came down and you saw how many chickens there were on the face of the planet, you'd have to assume that these were the dominant race. It's
No,
like,
wait, that's not how it works.
yeah, I'm pretty sure.
No, it isn't. You don't just go to a planet, right? It's like, oh, look, there's more ants than everyone else, so they're obviously in charge.
Yes.
No, you wouldn't.
What? They've survived longer. They've procreated more. So clearly they're the ones in control.
All right, so let's say, wouldn't you be vexed, right, if an alien came down to this planet, right?
Yeah.
And just noticed
Stole all the chicken.
And just noticed that there's more plankton than humans.
Yeah.
And that's like, look, we're going to negotiate with you how this planet's going to go from now on.
Yeah, who's to say they haven't already done that?
Yeah, well, they could have done. But the point is, and you're just like, the humans stand there like, wait a minute, what about us? We built cars and shit.
Yeah.
You're just ignoring us. No, there's more of them. Sorry.
Yeah, and they've survived longer.
Like, no, you guys are not intelligent. If you're just basing shit on just how many people there are,
Well, maybe it's just we're easily impressed with our own hubris. Look, we've created this. Oh, look how amazing! To them, it's just like a 3-year-old coming up and saying, "Look at my balloon." So, yes, you think that's what the whole world is? A balloon? Is that what you think this is? Cars, skyscrapers, poetry, culture, religion. Bah! This is what you do with your life. Look at the plankton.
what are they doing?
They know what's going on.
They're eaten by whales.
Yes, exactly.
Just
They're one
food.
with everything.
I see. You may have a small, minuscule point.
I reckon that's why they've never got in contact. It's like, you guys don't know what you're doing, man. Plankton, they got it going on, man.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Proper.
Possibly.
So,
I mean, there probably is more plankton than humans.
I would think so. Yes. Considering the whole sea, the oceans are teeming with the stuff.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, but hey, it is what it is. But not to get too far off the point. So, what would you have, Mike?
What would I have? I think I need slightly bigger carbs.
Bigger carbs.
But I'm not sure if I would actually get, like, I don't know, if they're going to just shove some beef in there or something. I don't know how they do it. But
well, what if they said, we've got some calf muscles, really big calf muscles?
Where are they from?
Well, that's the thing. They're cow's muscles.
No, I'm not doing that.
We've don't worry, we've got rid of all the side
because
effects.
you know what?
We've got
I've seen
medication.
how these superhero movies go. Then let's say you're a cow, right? The power to moo. That's it.
Oh, there was some unforeseen side effects that you weren't counting on.
And now we're gonna have to milk you forever. You know what I mean?
Why would you have others as well?
Because
it's full on
from a
cow.
We didn't say bull, we said cow. We told you.
It was in the fine print, Mike.
There you go.
Oh.
And then I'd end up being in some sort of milking factory for the rest of my life.
With sad eyes.
The sad eyes.
Telling a story that no one will ever hear.
There you go. You know those sad
I used
cow
to be
eyes?
somebody. And
I
now
used to
I'm
be
getting milked.
human.
Did you? Shut up, cow.
Shut up, cow.
Give
Don't
me
even
that
know why I'm
milk.
talking to you or understanding you. I'm sure there's nothing behind your story. Carry on with the milking.
That's it.
Yeah.
Keep lactating. That's your life.
Yeah, so slightly bigger calves. All right, now let me think. I would have hands that could crush anything. There you go.
Okay, hands that can crush anything.
Anything.
So if you had like a
Could crush
block of lead,
Yeah, crush that, no problem.
you could take a diamond. You can make a diamond out of a piece of coal, like Superman. Yeah, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, man.
So what would you use this for? Why
Oh,
would
I've
you
got
need
no
this?
use. I've got no use for this whatsoever.
So you go for this long, drawn-out, invasive surgery just for something that you have no use for. Is that what you're saying?
Well, what was the use for your ridiculous apple seed eye thing? Because you would look fucking hideous.
The idea is I could like maybe put glasses on and then like
What, make them look like normal size eyes and then surprise people when you take them off? Say, you think I'm normal, but when I take them off, I'm a freak. Yeah,
that's
you
how
do
I,
that.
That's how I start conversations with people
You
on the
will-
street.
there
You
will
think
be
I'm normal,
conversations.
but look at this.
People got to
You'll be
start
horrified.
conversations, but it's not going to be with you, because let's say you're on a train, right?
Yeah.
You're standing opposite some guy. He's got glasses on, and he looks normal.
Yes.
All right. You make eye contact with him as you do. Good morning, that sort of thing. Nods his head.
Yeah.
And then it's a bit hot on the train. It's a winter day. There's a bit of fog, so he takes off the glasses to wipe the fog from his glasses, and then you realise the eyes you thought you saw were actually about 17 times smaller, and they just appear like dots where his eyes are.
Yeah.
But what's weird, you can kind of see them blink.
Yeah.
The eyelashes are even bigger than the eyes. All right. And he's got normal, and his eyebrows are exactly where they should be.
So it's just like a massive.
Are you going to
space.
start a conversation with this guy?
Maybe not
Or
straight away,
step
but
back from him?
I'm definitely going to be paying attention to him. He's going to be a subject of conversations.
What
to
you're
come.
going to do is be paying attention to how close you are to him. Because I don't want any of that. Whatever you've got.
Like he's got a condition.
I don't know.
That is contagious.
I don't know.
He's got small eye, Mike. Stay away from him. Oh.
I'm not going to stick around to find out. That's all I'm saying.
And a mate of mine got it in his left eye. He just shrunk.
Yeah.
I mean, he looked like a
man,
pirate.
That would freak me out.
Yeah, I guess. But I mean, I think the whole idea was, all right, how about, like sometimes you see those people that get like a ping pong ball and they cut it in half and then they draw like black dots on it and then put the halves over their eye to make it look
Those
like
are the
they're
sort of
awake.
eyes you want. So eyes without eyelids.
No, but like when you close your eyelids, that's what it looks like. You're still awake, so people would never know if you're sleeping or not.
What is this thing about people knowing if you're asleep or not?
They're predators, Mike.
You're not living in the wild, and even if you were, they don't give a damn if you're asleep or not. A bear is like, oh wait, I'll come back when he's awake, when he's sleeping.
It don't work on bears, but
lions.
Like,
what would it work on? What animal checks to see if you're awake? Because clearly you've thought through this
they
plan.
do. Like, they'll creep up, and if they see that you've seen them, then they might not think, oh, I won't bother try and get him because he'll see me coming. But I could just be sleeping, you know what I mean? And then they've been fooled, Mike, and I get to enjoy a nice, lovely sleep without being eaten.
So you're saying if all animals that get hunted just look like they were awake, they would never get eaten?
Well, yeah. Well, they would think that the predator wouldn't be able to creep up on them. That's what I'm saying.
The predator's hunger would take over and say,
Yeah, well, I'm not going to be.
I'm a lion, for God's sakes. I can tear your face off.
I'm not going to be
second.
sleeping there for like weeks on end waiting for predators. I mean, like,
I don't think you'd need weeks. I think this would happen very quickly.
As soon as they see the eyes,
Yeah.
those are the eyes I want to eat.
That's the thing. I'm like, or the other side of your plan, which you haven't thought through, is that your eyes don't blink. They think you're already dead and just come and eat you anyway.
No, but I'll be moving around.
So they'll be like, is he dead or not? You know what? Let's just go over there and find out, innit? This is not a plan.
I'm not saying it's going to work all the time. I'm just saying there'll be times where it will help.
It might confuse
Yeah, it will confuse predators.
your eventual murder.
And then it might, and I hear the predator go, oh, I don't know if he's awake or not. And I'm like, I wake up and and then they'll see the double sets of eyes open and they'll be like, oh, maybe some kind of Aztec god, and they'll run off. Or, I'll see them and I'll be like, oh, wolf, and run off. You know what I mean? But run backwards so they can still see me looking at them. And that way they stay away.
Alright, I know what I'd get. I would get gorilla arms.
Okay, that's an interesting choice.
Yeah.
And again, use them for...
Just intimidating people, really.
How would you show off your gorilla arms? Would you have like a vest on?
And I'd wear... No.
Or like a normal suit jacket
Normal
just
suit
show
jacket.
the muscles bulging?
Yeah, that sort of shit. You know what I mean?
But
And
then...
I'll be in a queue and like in the cinema or something, you need to have someone who try and stand around and act like they're next to you and then all of a sudden they're in front.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
one of
And
those
then you
ones.
just kind of turn to your side.
Queue jumpers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you turn to the side and I see a big gorilla. Oh, God.
Should not have stepped in front of this guy.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mr. Gorilla Arms. I'm not sure if that's your actual name, but I didn't know what I was doing. Please excuse me.
There you go.
You first. No. I think that if you had gorilla arms, then would you have the hair to go with it?
What, on the arm? I guess you gotta have the whole thing, innit?
It's got to be authentic. I mean,
Yeah, definitely. And have the gorilla hands.
But
as
that's
well.
the downside. You got them gorilla fingers, man.
Yeah, but
No woman's
gonna
let you touch them with them fingers, man.
That's true. I'm gonna have to change my taste somewhere.
There's no manicures that's saving those.
I don't think anyone's gonna want you to touch them.
So,
with
excuse
those
me, you
hands.
got something on your face. Stay away from me.
But
Just
likewise, I don't
got
think
little
anyone's gonna
schmutz.
want any part of you with your Appleseed eyes, because that's just weird.
I can put on dark glasses, and then no one would know. But you,
You're gonna be in a situation where you're gonna take off those glasses.
yeah. But by that point, I probably already had my fun.
No, because look, I mean, it's not about your sight, because like Stevie Wonder's blind, and that ain't stopped him from
What?
macking.
Seeing things.
No, macking. All right.
Oh yeah, no, that way.
But,
Yeah.
you know, when he takes, I'm just using him as an example because you never really see him without his glasses. Now, if
Yeah, but I'm
the
sure-
weirdest, if he took off his glasses and
Right.
then you found out he had Appleseed eyes, that would be the thing we'll be talking about, not the fact that he's blind.
No one would care about the blindness.
But, well, it's obviously he can't see. Look at those things. You know what I mean?
That's true. That would probably
We're
clear up that
surprised
mystery.
you can see. If anything.
That's what I'm saying. You need glasses. You need
I
something.
mean, the image you're describing, I'm not sure if you know those. There's a type of whale, you know, like dolphins.
Dolphins, yeah.
Yeah. You ever seen those sort of weird whale type dolphins?
With the bulbous head.
Yeah, the bulbous
Yeah.
head. They got really small eyes.
Yeah.
I'm imagining that mixed with your face, and that looks weird.
Well, that's the idea. You don't know where the eyes are, what they're doing. So you can always get someone out. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah,
is he
you're not
awake
catching
or not?
anything. No. Again, I keep on having to draw attention to the fact that no one's going to be asking that particular question when they see you. All right, they're not going to be like. Whoa. What really confuses me is if he's conscious or not. What is up with that face?
You're saying that people will pay more attention to me with the Appleseed eyes?
Yes.
Ah.
Yeah.
So I was going for the complete opposite. I thought that people wouldn't.
Incognito.
Yeah.
You were going for.
You know, I just feel that, you know, but the glasses would help. I think I'd have those glasses on. And then if I saw someone like, hey, you, I could just take them off quickly and then pretend to be sleeping. And then they'd be like, oh, he's sleeping, I'll come back. And then
I think this is an ill thought out plan. But I want to go back to one of your questions. So, this particularly the one about would you change anything on your partner?
ooh, wow.
You know, well, no one's going to answer that on this show. No.
But how about this? Would you change anything on a celebrity?
Like, what do you mean?
Well,
Like,
all right,
like
this
if
is just
Will
me.
Smith could have slightly smaller ears.
Yes. Yeah, if that bothers you, then yeah.
Okay.
You know what I would change? Claudia Winkleman's hair. I don't know why she looks
She
like.
does that for a reason. There's a reason for
That's
that.
what I'm saying. What's under that fringe, man? She looks like
You
an
don't wanna
android
see.
from a 70s sci-fi film.
No.
You know what I mean? I expect her clothes to be made of tinfoil.
But
No
if
one's hair
she
should look
lifts
like
up that fringe, right, she's going to end up looking like Paul Daniels.
What you mean? That's where all the wrinkles are, underneath the
There
fringe.
you go, yeah.
It looks like the front of a phone book, is that what you're saying? It's just
It's not going to look good.
many layers.
Not going to look good.
No, I want to know what's happening underneath that. I can't believe that's her real hair. And even if it was, why would you make it look like that? I would just give her some normal hair. Because I think if she had normal hair, no one would
So Claudia
pay attention to
Winkleman.
her.
Okay, I'm trying to think. Who else needs a bit of a face job on TV in your view?
All right, I don't mean to be bad, man, right? But do you remember that weatherman with the really fish-like eyes? You know the guy,
Dual Heritage guy.
the dual heritage guy. Yeah, and he just looks like his eyes are just a little bit too far apart, just enough to draw
I know what you
attention to
mean.
him.
You know what I think he's got?
What's that?
Anne-Marie number 2. So you don't have nothing to worry about here. Well, she says, yeah. Well, you'll see why I said that in a moment.
Okay.
She said, if I could change anything on my partner, it would be my partner.
Burn!
That is a burn, my friend. Thank God
If
he's
you
not
don't
listening.
know how to burn, you're gonna get yourself
Yeah.
burned.
So yeah, someone is due an upgrade.
Wow, looks like someone's gonna be sleeping on the couch after all, Mike.
Yeah, a couch outside that they found
That's it.
next to an old
Which is also a bus stop.
skip. Yeah. Wow. So okay. Well, let's hope he's not listening because that'll suck.
That's gonna suck. I'm sorry, whoever you are.
Yeah. Oh well.
Your relationship does not seem to be going well.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. What was you saying before that?
About you just jump from one subject to another.
I know, but that's why I tried to bring you back to what, because I interrupted you.
Okay, all right. I was talking about if you would don't, because I have it.
Okay,
no,
all right,
we were
all right.
saying about changing things on celebrities. And I said to Claudia Winkleman.
Oh yeah, the Paul Daniels head thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
So then we were trying to think of other people who you would change things on.
Yes.
And that's what we were talking about. You're welcome. Your retort is...
I have no retort there.
No.
Because I didn't remember any of that.
I see.
But I also
So
know,
again,
I know that there's
I'm
a
doing the
massive
majority
gap.
of the work. Is that what you're saying?
What?
What? That's laughable.
What?
It is, isn't it? It is laughable.
It is laughable. It is. I'm laughing on the inside and the outside because of that.
Whereas I'm just crying. If we were going to change something on somebody else, we were talking about the weatherman.
Yeah, you know what I reckon? That's
What's
it.
that?
Yeah. I think that he has got a perfectly symmetrical face, and
That's what it is.
and that's why he looks so weird.
Like if you held a mirror up to the center of your face and looked at
you
it.
don't want to see the horror.
That's
Don't do that to yourself, people.
You're gonna have Tom
Right?
Cruise face, man.
Everyone's face is it asymmetrical?
Asymmetrical.
Asymmetrical, meaning that one side is slightly different from the other.
Yeah.
Now, most of us will think, that's a bit odd. We don't want that. No, you want that because you ever try and look at, if you get like a picture of yourself and then halve it and do it on your phone, you're going to see some weird sort of
Mannequin
hybrid
face.
Yeah, it's not cool, man. So
It doesn't look right. It don't sit well. I mean,
it doesn't.
You know,
you don't want it too offset. But
well, the thing is, you're either going to have a really small, pointy beard. Oh, pointy chin, I should say. Not everyone has a beard, and a really bulbous head. Or it's going to be the opposite. You're going to look like that Cyclops from Sinbad and the Golden Voyage with this one eye.
Yeah. Again,
like
the film references you are using, do they have to be 50 years old?
They don't have to be. I just
They
think
just tend to be.
I'm connecting with the youth, and they get it.
Again,
Yeah.
educating the youth about when the world was black and white.
Now that wasn't black and white. That was color. That was in Technicolor, Mike. Technical color.
Yeah.
It was the most technical color we had at that point.
All four of them.
And we loved it.
So well, neither of us were going to say, would you change anything for your partner? Let's say your partner said, look, man, your feet are too big. Get smaller feet.
That's the best they can ask, really. There's
got
no
too many wrinkles.
Not even gonna take me to dinner.
Yeah.
Have a nice
If
conversation.
they say, you know
get me
what,
drunk
you're
first.
getting old, D. Your butt's getting a bit saggy. Can you sort that out?
You got an old long ass. It needs to change. Yeah.
What would you say?
I would probably be aware of that and say, you know what, you're right. I need to get rid of this.
Would you get some filler?
If that's what it took, I guess. I don't know. I'm not gonna go like full on, voluptuous goddess.
No, you don't want. No, you don't want.
That's only gonna bring more
The whole,
problems.
what was it in Endgame? That's America's ass.
Yes. I don't want to draw attention to my ass. I just want it to be, unassuming. You know what I mean? Looks good in a pair of trousers, but not drawing attention.
Yeah,
You know?
I don't want that. I don't want attention. If they see it, it's like, hey, didn't know that was there.
You know
That's
what I mean?
nice.
I don't want to look like I'm roller skating in the 80s, with the socks.
Oh
and
yeah.
yeah,
Don't do that.
Cool in the gang look. It's too much. You're advertising that. You're just showing off.
Yeah,
No one needs to see that.
Okay, so I can't think of anything that I would do on my body that I couldn't do naturally.
What about if you could be taller?
Nah, man, I'm tall enough already.
Shorter? Fatter? Thinner?
I would put on a bit more weight.
You put on a bit more weight, but when you
But
say
I could
weight,
do that naturally. I could be either muscle or just gorging myself until I actually naturally do it. I have done that once before, but it didn't last very long.
it doesn't sound very pleasant.
No, it's not. It's definitely all
Gorging.
pain. Yeah, it's all pain and debauchery.
Well, I guess, seeing as how you see that your body is perfect, there's nothing you want to change.
I didn't say it
that's
was
fine.
perfect, Dave, but thank you.
You really do choose what you hear, don't you?
I don't know what you're talking
Right
about.
on.
I know what I would change.
What would you
But
change?
in future, when especially like us black men, when we get older,
Yeah.
and you get them old black man ears coming along. No one
The
wants
long
that.
ear.
You can't hide from those.
The lobe.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you can, we can age well, yeah, and they say black don't crack and all that.
Yeah, but it enlarges.
It cracks. Oh, it cracks.
But you know the thing about it is,
but
it's not even the ears, because you know the nose gets bigger as well.
yeah, and you can tell you got that old black man nose going on.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you can say you're under whatever, but we all know. We can see that nose has seen many decades, and so have those ears, my friend.
Bulbous and proud.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? This is a man who's got many tissues.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's
But yeah, I
That's a
don't think I would
schnoz.
change anything. I mean, even the whole facelift. Would you make yourself look younger if you could?
oh, I don't know, because you know what I'm afraid of. You know, did you ever see the Bros documentary?
Yes.
Right. Now, you see how the brother looks?
Yeah, the Vegas one.
Yeah, the Vegas brother. Looked like he's been sprayed with like cling film or
Yeah,
fiberglass or
Got that
something like
weird
that.
sort of tan and that weird smile that doesn't seem to stop.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like the skin is darker than the hair. You know what I mean? He's got that
Yeah.
shock of blonde hair, and then he's got that hue, and then the
That
teeth are extra white.
it only works in them areas of the world, though.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
but the thing is, whenever you see anybody whose face looks like that, their body always moves like they're Joan Rivers. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah,
It's
yeah.
like this very shaky. You know how Cher moves?
Yeah,
That's what I'm
but
talking
she's
about.
got to be about 88 years of age now. In fact,
probably
let's
not too
find out
far
how
off.
old Cher is. This is gonna be the fact of the week.
Okay, Cher. How old is Cher? If you
Cher.
guys out there have a guess, just guess now, because we're about to go live.
Whoever, yeah, no matter how old you are, right? Cher is older than your grandmother.
Cher was there, man.
Cher age. Let's see.
Maybe
She's 75.
only
I don't
75.
believe that.
Wow. Okay.
Flipping hell. Just having a look at a picture of her, man. Yeah.
Not as flattering. It's not looking like Witches of Eastwick.
No, she doesn't look like any age.
So it's just like some androgynous
Yeah, just
look. I could exist in any time in history.
it's like it just look like a. Okay. Anne-Marie guessed that Cher was 77. Well, you're 2 years off.
Not
bad.
far. Not far.
Yeah. Tina Turner is 82 years of age, by the way. Just
Yes,
what
she
I
had a
throw in there.
birthday the other day, didn't she?
Oh, did she?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Wow.
I didn't even realise that because I was watching Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. I was like, oh, Tina Turner. And I was like, oh, Tina Turner.
Thunderdome. Wasn't she in that movie?
That's
She
what I'm
was in
saying.
it.
She was
Yeah.
in it. She did the music, the
Yeah,
song, the
yeah.
main song in it.
Yeah.
But it was just her. I think that was her one and only foray into the acting world.
Yeah.
It was.
yeah.
She was very Tina Turner. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean,
Spin the wheel, raggedy man.
is that what she said?
Yeah, that's how she
Okay.
sounds. And then she does like this kind of fake laugh. That kind
Yeah,
of.
they-
like,
yeah, some
are you
people just
laughing or are you
shouldn't
singing? I don't know what's happening. But she was full on
Yeah.
Tina.
I mean, then she must have been in her late 50s when she did that then.
Probably. But that's the thing with Tina. She was always looking good, man. She had those stallion legs.
Yeah,
See.
that's what I would get. Tina Turner legs.
Yes. Those legs. You kick anybody with those legs, you're that's murder.
Yeah.
You can
yeah.
snap someone's spine with
Yeah.
a kick from Tina Turner's leg.
Tina Turner's legs with the talent of Bruce Lee's.
You'd be
Yeah.
unstoppable. You'd be able to topple governments, Mike. You know what I mean?
That's the plan.
You're
That's the
doing
plan.
some super jumps and then landing straight down on somebody's forehead.
That's the dream.
They'll be atomized. That's what will happen.
That is a dream. I mean, why not? But it's better than the apple head eye alien thing you had going on there.
You know what? I think that would have its benefits over time. I just don't know what they are right now.
Yeah, I think only if you were going to be like living on Mars or something where, you know,
Maybe.
the pressure
But
might
that
actually...
make everybody else's eyes explode.
Yeah.
But my eyes are okay.
You're okay.
Apple
yeah.
seed eyes.
Appleseed eyes. That's the only situation that's going to actually benefit you in. But we are bringing the show to a close. We are now at 10 o'clock, pretty much.
wow.
So, yeah, time flies when you're having fun.
That's good.
But, yeah, we'd like to thank all those people who have been involved in contributing to the show. We appreciate your time and sharing it with us.
Yes, thank you very much. It does mean a lot to have people joining in and giving us their input and just giving us stuff to talk about.
Yep,
You know,
and
so
we will be continuing to grow the channel. Talking of that, we have a YouTube channel, so we upload clips of the show. It's just Mad Talk. isn't
Mad
it?
Talk Podcast. If you search for
Podcast.
Mad Talk Podcast on YouTube, you should see us. Yeah, we try to put up little snippets of the show that we think are funny. If there's parts that you want to hear again, then just send us an email or a message, and we'll try and get them up so you can You don't have to sit through the whole 2 hours, like telling your friend, yeah, there was this really funny bit. Hold on, let me just find it. Wait, not this bit. No, not this bit.
No, I'll call you back. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you don't want to do that.
You just send them the link, and they'll be like, "You're hilarious," and so are they. Thank you. You've made my life better.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's exactly what will happen.
That will happen.
All
So
right. Yeah. But you can also email us at m.a.d.talks21@gmail.com with your ideas, or you can WhatsApp us at 07983. 07983, yeah. 833-661 with any ideas that you have for any future shows. We're always quite open to anything that you've got.
Yeah, any topics for discussion. But also, we have a Facebook page. I know it's a lot of information, but yeah, go on Facebook, search for at Mad Talking. You'll find us. Share the page. We're trying to get as many people as we can listening. If you think you know someone who has a similar sense of humor to you, that you think that would enjoy the show, then by all means pass the link on to them and tell them to tune in. Yeah.
The more the merrier.
The more the merrier.
We did get a very nice message from Pavlos. He said, I just wanted to say I've been waiting all day for your show. It was such a pleasure to hear you again tonight. Can't wait for next week.
Oh,
thank you very much.
See, that's why we do it, Mike. That makes it all worthwhile.
Is it? Yes. Yes, it is.
All this time and
so
money
grateful.
and energy we put in, and it's all worthwhile. It's like we're even now. It's level, paid off.
Exactly.
In full.
I don't have to do anything else for the rest of my life.
No, you look satisfied, Mike. You look like a man who's
like a Cheshire cat.
Everything he ever hoped and more.
Yeah, not bitter, disillusioned, disappointed, self-reflected. The steps he's taken in his life.
There's a lot to mull over.
Yeah,
it's a trying time.
Yes, but thank you again, everyone. We will be back same time, same place next week.
Yeah,
and that is it from us.
Thank you. See you next week.